Well, hello, oh, excuse me. I went a little too high today. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another. Hello. I messed that one completely up well. But anyway, hello, and welcome to the 55th Pay It Forward stream. Yes, bravo, bravo. I know. It's been so long since I've gotten here. The road has been long and perilous, but tread not lightly, for it is still just as perilous. But anyway, welcome to it. Yes, it is the 55th Pay It Forward stream. I know, right? I can't believe I've done 55 of these things almost every Friday except for holidays and family events. But that's how it goes. But anyway, how are all you lovely people? I know, right? I do this thing. Gotta check some first. I do this thing because I enjoy giving back, even if I get nothing in return. But the point of the matter is paying it forward. Because paying it forward means just that, giving without expecting anything in return. Hey Abe, how's it going? Oop, I forgot to change something. There we go. Much better. Red is my favorite color, so yes. But yes, I will be doing I will be going around. So for those who don't know what the Pay It Forward stream is, I will be going around to the Rumble live stream section, and so that means that the total amount of people that are live streaming, not just like a section of like gaming, whatever, is the total amount. And then we'll kind of go like one person per page. We'll pick somebody out, and then go from there. We'll explain the rules as I go, and then of course the ever uh, lovable and highly regarded it seems. A will be joining me at 8 p.m. my time, and there will be fun to be had with that, and a lot of explaining to do. I'm watching you, Abe. I'm watching you. But anyway, let us get to it. So I go to the last page. Hold on, I gotta get there first. But I will be going to the last page of the total live stream section because obla di obla da, right? Um, There we go. So page 28. We are on page 28, and I will share that screen. Look at it. Look at it! Anyway, that is page 28. Of course, there's not very much to work with. So what happens is uh I don't do 24/7 streams. No 24/7 stream. No matter what anyone says. There's only one 24/7 stream I do, and that's because I've had a mom before. So if anyone's asking, highly regarded. Well, highly, what you want from me? All right, I said highly regarded. You're always all over some other people's streams. I figured you are highly regarded. So excuse me for trying to give you a little credit. Okay? Ugh, complain, complain, complain. Anyway, um, so I go one person per page, and then we go up from there, and all that good stuff. So let us get to it. So there's not very many to try. Coffee with tops. I'm gonna see if this is a 24/7 stream first.
Kind of what's
I'm
going
using
on.
restream, so we'll be good there. I get my
Dennis is missing. He might show up. I mean, we just went live, so who knows? He
Oh, they
might
they
show up.
just went live. Okay, so they just went live. All right, there we go.
Let me put Wednesday's comments up there. Look at that. Miss Wednesday said hiya.
She said hiya, and I will say hiya too.
And since I don't have a set schedule, or we don't have a set schedule when we're going live, people don't know when to expect us.
That's true.
So I did put it out there, I guess about 15 minutes ago. I put a schedule that we were going to be out there. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can say this right. Let me put you on there. Yeah. Fellow Rumbler. So you're watching over on Rumble. Great. Because I'm streaming on both YouTube and Rumble. I wish Rumble would take off. I wish Rumble would just take off and really do good. But they got a long way to go to catch up with YouTube. I'd rather just do Rumble, but
yeah, understandable.
Thank you. All right, am I Daramouthe? Is that how I say that? Am I saying that right?
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Or
yeah, I jumped on Rumble pretty quick right after they started it. When all the hype was going on. Daramouthe. Okay, Daramouthe.
Hmm?
All right.
He's
Make
got
sure I say it right. Keep me straight, man.
Yeah, keep it straight.
But yeah, I jumped on Rumble pretty early on, and there. Okay.
Yeah.
Daramouthe. Daramouthe.
There you
Daramouthe.
go. There,
Okay.
he's got it. He's got it. He's a smart
I'm in
man.
the South. We'll butcher a word. Just give me half a chance. I'll butcher it up. But yeah, that's why I jumped on Rumble pretty early. I like Rumble. I would like to see it grow faster than it's growing, but they'll get there. They got some pretty they got some pretty good channels on Rumble. I tell you who I like. I like Wendy Bell. I don't know if y'all listen to Wendy Bell. She's on Rumble every morning for about 3 hours, and she's like a female Rush Limbaugh. Of course, nobody ever take Rush's place. He was one of a kind.
True, that's true.
But she's a very conservative talk show host. I like listening to her. She brings up some good points. She has too many commercials up. She got too many sponsors. She has to. I get tired of listening to those shout outs, so many of them. But aside from that, I really like her show.
I leave with that. Not every. Oh, did he freeze up? I think he froze up. There we go.
And she's one of those that can talk for 3 hours.
I'm going to see if he responds to that. If he
I'll be
doesn't,
lucky
then
to make an hour.
I'll bugger off.
So Daramouthe, tell in the chat here, 75, what a majority have issues with this stuff. Show people what many are saying. Okay, tell us about your channel. Go ahead and put a plug in for those that might be watching on YouTube, because most of the people that we have watching on YouTube, they also have Rumble. So while you're here and we're live, go ahead in the chat.
I'm also on YouTube.
Tell us about your channel.
Oh. Under the same username. I a conversational show called Darachat. I talk to all.
So I'm going to share the screen. I'll share a screen of the bird feeder. Some of you come see it. Some of you don't. And I'm not going to put sound to it, but I'm going to share. This is what we look like in the mornings. We watch this bird feeder. Okay. Daramouthe is also on YouTube under the same username. Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah. So those of you that are watching, and there's my wireless doorbell. So we've got a group of followers, and it's about 4, 5, 6 channels, and we kind of have all the same followers. So while you're on here, I want to make sure they hear about your channel and hopefully follow you.
There you go. He sees it.
All right, Darachat, all sorts of people about whatever comes our way, creator or not. Cool. Would you be willing to come in and talk with me on my channel one day, or vice versa?
Sure. Just not today.
I'm not a big channel. We've got on YouTube, I'm just shy of 1,000. I think we're at like 936, 938, 934. I don't know, 930 something.
Well, hold on. Let me give my.
So in the mornings, I put this bird feeder up, and we watch it for a couple of hours. And we've actually named some birds, and that's. I started out just to build watch time, and started streaming it for 2 hours. Hey, that's no problem. Daramouthe. I'll tell you what. Let me.
There we go. Might as well.
You're streaming right now.
Yeah.
Well, you're better than me, man. I don't know that I could stream and talk to someone else on another channel at the same time. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw an
Okay.
email address
Okay, hold on.
in the chat.
All right, I'm copying that for later. Okay, I got that for later. All right.
There we go.
There we go.
It's okay to post.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah. PIF string. I'm not familiar with PIF string. I'm an old guy. I don't know all this fancy stuff. I do like Restream. It's easy to invite somebody in on Restream.
Pay it forward stream. There
So
you go.
Here's an email. Shoot me an email sometime. I'm retired. I'm available anytime. Usually get on here and chat about whatever, and I keep it clean. I don't use any language or anything like that.
And I know we'll get out of the month.
Oh, pay it forward stream. Cool. Well, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And I'm very conservative. Not ashamed of that at all. I invite anybody, even if you're on the left, if you want to come in and chat and talk.
There you go.
We'll even debate
very open
issues if somebody wants to.
How are you doing, Adam?
I tell people on the left, you might win me over. Who knows? I doubt it, but but you can try. Okay, good deal. I'll be looking forward to that. And yeah, one of these days, I'll get you in on one of my lives. We'll talk about something, just whatever. So anyway, I wanted to throw the stream out here from the bird feeder. If you guys have nothing to do in the morning, and really, we're out in the country, so even if birds are not coming to the feeder, the bird sounds are phenomenal. Because I got, we're in the woods, so we
in the woods. Bird sounds. I want to see if you'll see it though.
In the mornings, like I say, I started it to kind of build watch time, but it's picking up steam. I've got a handful of people that really like to watch it in the mornings.
Was Abe already on? No, he's not on until 8 p.m. Eastern. My time.
Different birds and all that
stuff.
So
he'll be on a little later.
Hey, thank you, Daramouthe. Look, it was great having you in here, and I look forward to hearing from you. And have a great evening, man. Thanks a lot. And some of them, bring it up in the mornings and turn it on, and even if they're busy, they just leave it running in the background because they know it's trying.
Page 28. Well, let's go to page 27. Right. Page 27. No, he wasn't. He hasn't been on yet. Yeah, Abe's in the chat though. If you want to talk to Abe, he's in the chat right now. Say hello, Abe. He's in the chat right now. So say hello to Abe in the chat. Abe will be on later. Don't worry, Abe will be on later. But I said 8 p.m. Eastern. He said okay because he got other stuff to do. He's one of the most important. He's the most highly regarded person out there. I said highly regarded because he's on so many shows. You don't even know if he has his own show or not. That's how important he is. He's gonna hate me for that. All right. Let's choose someone from this page. La 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 la. Let's see. There's Chrono. I'll stop by him later, but we'll definitely go through some people's. What did Abe screw up now? Abe doesn't screw anything up. Well, anything that I know of. I don't know if he screwed anything up or not. I don't know. You'll have to ask him. Abe, did you screw something up again? It's complicated. Love. What? Huggle Bunny. What? What is this? What are 7 words? Well, they're not sitting in their chair. They're not even there. All right. Well, we're gonna back out from that one. Let's do a little Mario Party. Let's see what this has got. Mario Party. I did that for such a long time. I may have, the last thing probably was like
Now I really need to watch how many steps I'm doing.
Okay,
let's say hello. Hello. Wow. Freezing tonight, are we, Rumble? Wow. Nothing new under the sun for today. Goodness sake. Alright. He didn't screw up nothing. Okay, let's see if we can refresh this and see.
I really need to watch how many steps I'm doing.
Okay, let's.
Oh, you can't really put it anywhere on that file.
Try and put it where the star is not gonna.
Oh, not or not. I probably saw it. I don't even know what this is.
Era.
Yeah, my next stamp.
He's probably reading it right now. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell when it keeps freezing up on me.
Oh, a hidden block too.
Oh,
please.
Yep, I do it.
Yep, there are your coins. A lot more than that, 20. To be exact.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Dang.
Woohoo.
I was really starting to get scared there because I really thought
But
that was
like
a
I
star.
said, though, like I said, though, I don't care
Yeah, keeps freezing up.
if I don't care if I don't win
I don't care if I don't.
because I won during the
I think he did see me, but it was
Second
behind the
name
earlier. So
frozenness of things. So there is
and
that.
wow,
Wahoo!
nothing.
Alright.
That's a nothing burger.
He already saw it, but he didn't say very much. It's okay.
Oh, no.
On to the next. Page 26. Page 26. Going to 26. 26. I can't do that. But 26. Doobie-doo-boo. Doobie-doo-doo. They're doing. I'm not doing a drive-by. That's just the mean version of that. No, I'm going around doing my pay it forward streams like I always do on a Friday. Come on now, don't you try to throw that one on me, all right? Don't do that to me. Don't try to throw me under the bus like that. All right, Ashman pushing to right. Let's see about this one. King Killjoy.
Nothing. I'm leaving. Oh shit, where am I going?
Is he?
Just do whatever y'all can.
He sounds southern right there. Look at it. Can you hear him? He sounds a bit southern.
There, team here or no?
I can re-res y'all if y'all go down.
Oh, he's just chewing gum. Never mind.
I'm good. Why don't y'all walk forward? Why are you going all the way back?
Yeah, walk forward. Goodness sake.
I was honestly just following him.
Wow, he does have a little southern in him. Goodness sake. That was a miss. I did not know that. I did not know that. I did not think I'd call that. That was not on me at all. Tell you, stop by for the
My bad. Get out of there.
stream.
I thought they left, man.
No, they didn't.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe not.
Unless I find meds, I'm fucked.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh my god, I'm so screwed. Oh, maybe not.
Don't be screwed. Don't be so screwed. Alright. We'll give him till the 2-minute 30-second mark. If he doesn't see us, we'll be on our way. No worries.
I'm coming to you.
What game
I
is
don't
it?
have much, dude. I gotta get
Ranked?
the fuck out.
I wonder if that's... I've never heard of that game. Ranked.
Oh, no shot.
Oh, man.
I'm about to go down.
You gotta make it, Joe.
He's about to go down.
I can't. I got knocked.
Oh, he's getting knocked down. Bam, bam.
I don't have any meds,
You wanna
nothing,
res each
dude.
other? You wanna res each other back and forth?
He sounds like a bro.
We can.
Like, bro, dude,
I'm
bro.
gonna try and get to the zip as much as possible. I have
Oh,
one
dude.
syringe.
Zero meds.
He has
I have one syringe.
I'm just repeating
Nah,
what I'm
that's
just
not nothing.
not everything he says. Oh, it's Apex.
I
Apex.
don't know
Oh,
the word, but
okay. I didn't
whatever.
know it was.
I'm
I thought it was
dead,
just
die.
called a game called Ranked.
Yeah, we're dead.
But it says Apex up on the
cooked.
flags. Oh,
I'm not even gonna make it all the way up.
Ah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. But anyway, he didn't see.
Nah, you're
We're on
dead
the way.
too.
I hope he has a great
Yeah.
rest of his night. But bam. Thank you for letting me stop by. Yeah. Yeah. That's spam. Yeah. It's like 4 different channels. Yeah. 4 different channels. Yeah. Yep. All right, we're going to report them. Bam. Report them for spam. All right, let's look. Let's see if there's anything worth. Okay. We got one person over here. Chess player, maybe Blood Moon, maybe. Nope. Frog and friends finally playing with paint. Playing with paint. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. I was a man lost out at sea, and I was playing with paint. And then I died. The end. All right. Well, let's stop at a VTuber. Probably be the very few. Tsubasa Yozora. Tsubasa Yozora. Okay. I can't hear them. Are they silent? I think their sound is off. Yeah, you're muted. I think they're muted. I can't hear them. I can't hear them. Okay, that's fine. That's fine though. They're still way under the mark though. They're still way under the mark. They're still way under the mark. Tsubasa Tsubasa Yozora. Oh, Yozora. Tsubasa Yozora. I know how Mayama-sama would probably slap my face around. Also, no.
Thanks, I guess.
Oh, I can't. You're welcome. Thanks, I guess. Well, all right. Well, they did hear us. Glad to support. You're welcome. Boom. Zippity zappity zippity zoo. They'd see us, so we don't have to stay. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we stayed long enough. Enjoy the rest of your night. Oh, that's because the game itself is being silent. Alright. I wonder what they're using to multi-stream. Nothing. Alright. Okie dokie. Off we go. Okay. Let's go to page 24. Page 24. What? Page 24. Looks like just 24/7 stuff. We're in the Fork, Northwest Indiana. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next page. 24. So we don't stop at 24/7. There is only one 24/7 I'll stop at, but not that one. I'll show it to you when I see it. When I see it, you will know, and you will be joyous. Man, there's not much to choose from over here, though. Well, let's see if this one is a real one. No, it's not a real one. Let's see if this one's a real one.
The same as death.
No, it's not. They are 24/7 streams, it looks like. All right. On to the next page. Nothing there. And we don't do animal ones too. That just because they say they're live ducks doesn't mean, this is one more 24/7 stuff. Blah. Page 21. Dave versus Doug. This summer, Dave versus Doug. It's gonna be outlandish. 7 natural. I know this one isn't. Well, the zoomies. I know that I've stopped by this person's before.
So don't call me stupid, lady. Just thank me.
Well, thank you for popping in and protecting us.
If it wasn't for us, you'd all be speaking German.
Das gut, yeah, that's good. I think they're using StreamYard, to be honest. Das gut. Glad to support.
Homosexual.
I go both ways. What do you think?
You mean like flaming or?
No, we're not homosexual, but we are willing to learn.
But I do wonder for others in other cases whether libertarianism
so he
today
hasn't even
is just
started
an
yet.
excuse for many on the right to act selfishly.
Well, that one's on me.
Then some fat asses in Washington started having opinions. The Olympic Committee started having opinions. You bitch, I know you. You started writing your opinions.
And it just makes me wonder, you're dead, bitch. Why are you doing this to this poor guy?
I don't care. I'm a libertarian. What I'm getting is,
Did you vote for Joe Jorgensen or Trump?
Who?
Joe Jorgensen. That was the perfect answer. Thank you. That was...
Is he starting with Tyler Jenkins? I think that's Dutch right there.
Oh boy, look who's back.
Ayo, hey,
We're
Nero.
here.
Thank you, sir.
We're going. I think we're pretty much going. We've got some people in the chat. This is a bot. Hello, fellow Rumbler. Hope you're having a great day and even better weekend. Have fun. Okay. Smile and be happy. So, all right, let's get this debate critique show started. This is Tyler Yonke. Welcome, everybody. Scott is here. Who watched the debate? Lost. Everyone who watched the debate lost. I was out last week. Let me just give you, people are like, get to the show right away. Well, let me make sure this is working here. Oh, it's not. It's not working. Okay, I'm gonna work this.
Disappeared like magic. Like magic.
People are like, hey, let's make sure that let's get right to the shit right away.
Oh,
I'm
like
maybe not. Maybe it's fine to talk about. I went on a family vacation last week.
We're on our way. Anyway, on to the next page. I gotta get through these people quick because otherwise Abe will be angry if I don't hurry up. He'll be like, hurry up, it's about me now. It's about me. And I'm like, hey, hold your horses there, Abe. You're all right. You calm down. Calm yourself. He's not like that at all. Kid Adam's like, oh, hey, how are you doing? He's like, why would you say that about me? He's like, well, sometimes it's true. Oh man, gotta love him though. He's one of a kind. All right, back to this. We got a few one, a satisfactory one. Call me Vid. Maybe that's true. Got Repo. Got Goro Man. Goroman. Oh, Koroman. Well, since I messed that one up. Oh, fire.
Thank you.
52 minutes, not bad.
Is here. Does it do anything if I do that?
Bada boom. Oops. Nope, that was not what I wanted to do.
Oh, doesn't seem like it. It's interesting. Why would that be there? Don't know. Doesn't matter. It's there, and I'm just going to ignore it now.
Ignore it.
I still forgot to go get the item. Maybe when we get to the next time, we'll finally do it. Just run. So have we seen everything in this area now?
Oh, he
For the
has.
most part. No, we have not. There's still 5 things we don't know about. could be in
I
these.
just kept
these
waiting
hero
for me to say
hills.
nothing. That's true. That is true.
Oh, thank you, Daramouthe. Hope you're having a good one too. I am having. It's Friday, no work. I'm so happy. That's all I can say, man. That's the important part.
It's moves.
The weekend. Get to enjoy my weekend
sure.
working on my house and stuff.
There we go.
You have anything working on your weekend? I am literally. It's Daramouthe or Dara for sure. I prefer Dara, and I am not good with names at all. I'm like the worst person with names. I could never remember anyone's name
That's
at all.
probably why I got that one messed up. I go around doing my.
It's like for me, it's Sen. It's not the whole thing. Just Sen During is a mouthful. It's a Sen.
Sven has come and said,
Here. Cut.
Korovan. I've never heard of that game.
It's like here, I can never remember what their weakness is. Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I wonder what he's using.
It's very nice of you to do.
Heard of this game.
Yeah, I just started streaming. Not sure how long you're hanging out for, but
there he is.
2 weeks ago? I've wanted to do it since I was 16, though. What are you weak to? Fire? Ooh. I actually got weak to fire. First time. Yeah, this is like Pokemon. This is... It's Koromon. I mean, anything with Mon is like Pokemon nowadays. I don't know if even Digimon and Pokemon when they came at the same time all have Mon in it. So it's literally... I would say if you want a Pokemon game, but you don't want to play Pokemon for whatever reason, it's a good alternative, I would say, from what I've played of it. First time playing
not
it.
Pal
It
World.
definitely is very much that way.
Not Pal World.
I'm personally kind of anti-Pokemon because I think it's overhyped. That's just me.
It's a lot of money.
No, I actually haven't played Pal World yet. I wanted to.
Oh, uh-oh.
But things kind of just didn't line up when that one came out, and they keep coming out with stuff, so I'm just kind of waiting until they fix whatever's going on with. There's one reason I don't care for Pokemon. Nintendo's lawsuit against their patents in Japan. Like, that's freaking. I'm sorry, but that's bullshit.
Yeah, understandable.
If you know what I'm talking about.
I've heard.
Bullet barrage. Cause a barrage of bullets to fall down on the target has a 30% chance to knock down the target. Power 60. Sure, why not? Let's go to that.
All right, I'm off.
So, I say if you want to play a Pokemon game, the ROM hacks are. If you like, the ROM hacks are just better quality nowadays. The ROM hacks are better qualities nowadays, anyways, because it's the highest grossing IP out there, and they have like the worst quality control in their games. It's ridiculous, and I don't know how that passes.
Hope your night goes.
Let's try this
new
move.
Hope your night goes awesome.
So yeah, I don't know.
The bend. Let's round it out.
What are you weak to again? SWAT. I do not have water. What are you resistance to? I just do a neutral. Anything else? Just do high damage.
He's talking. More people to go to. More people to go to. More.
Yeah, I'm liking this so far. It's definitely a good alternative. See you around, man. Thank you for that. Probably give you a follow or something one time. Check you out. You have a wonderful rest of your day and your weekend. Hopefully it turns out great. Let's do that one.
There you go.
Hit him, please. Thank you.
Pew. Say hello to my little friend. All right, 19. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, I'm still up. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I know it's spam. Liberty sound waves, where it sounds like liberty. Liberty, 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 liberty. Yeah, I remember that song. That's how you know. That's how you know a commercial's been played too much. He better follow. Oh snap! Neurodivergent is in the chat and he's not happy. Oh man, neurodivergent. All right. Well, this doesn't look like a page worth even stopping at because it looks like 24/7 Bolshevik. 24/7, 24/7, blah blah blah. Yeah, yo soy Betty La Fe. I don't even know what that is. But it looks like basically another 24/7. Oh look, I'm going to the next page. Oh look at that, page 18. Let's see what I got. I want to see what you got. Show me what you got. Oh hey, we'll stop by here. It's been a while since I've said hello to him.
What else invite Gary?
I hear JFG in the background.
What's that?
Someone else invite Gary.
Yeah, try that
I'm not
maybe.
from this fan on Steam.
I can't click on you for some reason.
Wolverine, how good of a wrestler could he have been if he died doing a wrestling trick?
That was Owen Hart. Wrong guy. Wrong Hart.
Yeah, that was Owen.
No,
I
Bret
actually-
Hart died
you
doing
know what?
a flying kick.
Bret Hart's still alive,
Bret
Shane.
Hart is still
Yeah,
alive,
Bret
dumbass.
Hart's still alive.
Isn't it?
Everyone's yelling at Shane in the robot head.
Robot
Hey,
head.
like
can
a-
someone send
this
Gary
like-
an invite,
Is
please?
this like the wrestling Mandela effect or something?
I
Holy
actually
shit!
watched the
Holy shit,
the
Dara!
events when Owen
Maybe
died.
Shane. I think Shane's the only one that's got me on here. So
Shane, send him an invite.
I shall send Gary.
Yarmouth, $2. Hello, fellow Rumbler.
Whoa, calm down.
I got a Rumble rant, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
JFG,
Rumble rant,
quiet.
$2. Yarmouth. Hello, fellow Rumbler. Hope you're having a great day and an even better weekend. Have fun. Thank you, Daramouthe.
Let him
oh,
read.
there we go. Hey, there we go. Yep. There we go.
$2 to make you holler, eh?
Just no love, I guess.
I'll
for
buy
Steve.
that for $1.
All right, now we're waiting on
Turn
Blue,
on
right?
Discord.
Yeah, please turn off Discord.
Well, it's funny. I'm gonna do it.
And Blue just joined. Blue, do you want me to send you an
La,
invite
la,
on
la,
this?
la.
Okay, Gary, shush. Gary, shush.
Lol.
I'm gonna tell you all this shit.
I want him to read it.
Blue?
I want him to read it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Give me just a minute.
All right. Let me know when you need an invite to the game.
How many people can play?
I'm having some issues.
I'm waiting to see if you'll see it.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Morg. Keep your hands away from me.
Maybe it isn't the same thing. Bacon. I've never played this. This is Repo one. I've never played it before.
I have the lovely bunch of coconuts.
I'm gonna kill you, Gary.
That's funny. Fouget.
I spell ooh, Gary. What was that? Everyone's really quiet now and all scared. Blue, you've scared them all.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You probably won't see that.
Nope.
He probably won't see it. That's fine. Bum bum ba da ba bum ba ba da 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 ba da ba da ba 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 ba. We'll see. Never mind. Boop. Gone. Next page. Let's see What we got? Oh, 24/7. Goodness sake. So many 24/7s. It's so weird. I come here to look. Hey, Davy Verse, how are you? It's been a while, good sir. I hope you're doing well. You're looking extraordinary. Or just ordinary, if I say so myself. I'm just joking. Alright. Where are we at? Okay, we got some Final Fantasy. Okay, we got some games. Already been there. We're not going there. Okay, I got it. Game Singer. Oh, he changed his name. Well, we already know who Game Singer is. It's Farouk. I've already been to Farouk. Let's see if we can't find somebody new. Well, let's see I want to see if this is a real person or not.
And supercomputers.
Oh, I think I've stepped by his stream before. But I don't think he's ever seen. Let's just do it again. There we go. Supercomputer. What? I do like Satisfactory though. I just haven't played it in forever. Where he's at? He's at phase 4. Ooh, phase 4. Ah, it's a long time. Phase 4 is a lot. All right, that's why I play Satisfactory with mods, because it would not be possible. It would be somewhat impossible, but it takes so much space. I want to play Satisfactory my way, and that includes mods. So there's yes, it's cheating a little, but hey, I like playing the game I like to play. All right, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, we'll give him until 51:30, and then we'll bounce out. Cause for realio. Cause we're for realio. There's a lot of people who will vape though. It's interesting. Smokeless powder, black powder, smokeless powder, and smokeless black powder. What? But yeah, the last time I played it was so long ago. Last time I played it was when they just updated to 1.0, and the mods weren't working, so I had to play as this. I'm like, oh man, because this is a nice. Okay, I'll tell you when I get off. All right. Well, he didn't see. That's okay. Oh, he's playing experimental build. Okay. All right. Well, he didn't see. That's okay. On to the next. Well, in one of the mods I have on Satisfactory, there is a mod, like a teleporting mod. Like you could have like these things that go into and has like a glowy circle. You can have them go in and transport someone else. I really like that. I really like that mod. And there's a bunch of other mods too, like infinity storage and whatnot. So yes, I do kind of cheat a bit, but whatever, right? I want to play it the way I want to play it. All right. Goodness sake. And you can't change the terrain. You can't, like, you know how you can do it with like No Man's Sky, where you can change the terrain and stuff. You can't do that with Satisfactory. So there's that. I want to make land flat. Like I want to make those mountain pieces flat. I want a flat piece of land. Okay. Give me some flat land. But they won't do that. So, but anyway, but yeah, that's I like playing with the mods more. The same way with Minecraft. I like playing with mods more than regular Minecraft, because the reason why I like playing modded Minecraft more is because mods keep Minecraft interesting. So I play a mod pack called, I'm playing a mod pack right now called Stone Block, but there is one I used to play, I haven't played in a while. It's called Sky Factory 3. Oh man, it's better to play with people, but you know, playing a mod pack of Minecraft with someone, people are like, I've got better games to play. I got Fortnite. It's like, yeah, but you can build different things. Like, nah. But anyway, let's get to it. Oh, let's try this one. He's got the red eyes, the red scary eyes. Ooh. He's got red light. Hey, look!
Oh, I'm run. I'm
Abe,
not gonna
look!
make it. Not gonna find this bastard in time.
He likes red light like you do. Ooh.
This one's GG's.
I
The fucking Rathian keeps
Monster
appearing.
I've
man.
never played the Monster World Hunter.
Totally
games.
destroying my game.
Totally destroying my game, he says.
Yeah, it's GG's. I can't get up there in time.
GG's. 2 G's and a G. You know what I'm saying? Glad to stop by for the
Yep.
PID. No,
What a
PID.
bullshit fucking gameplay.
It's bull crap.
Yo, fight like hell. I was trying to fucking kill the dragon, but another dragon keeps sputting in. And
Sorry.
Nice. Thank you again, Daramouthe. It's
At
always good to
Daramouthe.
see you guys in here. How have you been though? Not sure if you're planning to stay, but I appreciate it very much, dude. Your support goes a long ways.
So, going around, going
What does this little guy do? I'm not sure.
doing
I
my
pressed the wrong button. I'm supposed to jump, not pick up the flower.
stream. There we go.
Oh, I see.
Oh, 温度は oh, 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 that's very funny.
Okay, maybe we can get up there.
Oh,
First time I encounter one of these.
You're welcome. Doing well, good sir. Going around and doing my pay it forward stream.
Yo, thank you, man. It's very appreciated and welcome. And yeah, I also do my part. Oh.
Boom. Hey, thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for the follow.
Man, no problem.
So we found a place with cats.
And the
What are these,
cats
like
in
native?
the cradle and the silver. Thank you,
What's
sir.
it called? Palicos?
Glad to do it.
Of course. Glad to.
We hope to become
Oh, yes,
friends.
Rumble bot. I don't have any
Friends?
bots. I
You
am
should
the
be
bot.
a member of the Bug Trappers.
I'm the bot. I am the bot. Sir.
You are fleet of foot and know the forest paths. I suppose you are qualified.
Best love to others.
We're now part of the Bug Trappers. I mean, it fits. It fits the bill.
A great
We're in the Crimson Web.
of your night and be well. Boo! We're gonna rock 'em, sock 'em, rock 'em, sock 'em.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh,
What
hey
can
Gina,
we
how
do
are
here?
you? I
Just
hope you're
this?
doing well.
Pick some honey up.
Lovely to talk to you last night.
We've got this mysterious flower here.
Lovely to talk to you last night. That was funny.
Hey, I
All right,
appreciate it
good
very much,
sir.
man.
Off to spread the love to others.
Yep, you do that.
Hope you have a great rest of your night and be
I
well.
love, just so before you go, I love your community information gathering. It helps a lot, you know. The way that you do those forums to get the information about Rumble. I did it once or twice and got some stuff out there as well. So it is appreciated.
Trying to. Don't forget to keep sharing. The more that take it.
These guys are kind of well detailed.
The surveys?
Yeah, the surveys.
Yeah, trying to.
Clear the picture.
No.
will be.
Fuck, dude. I'm so sorry.
B.
I didn't think they were gonna die.
Thank you.
Thought they would just run away.
For your
shit
feedback.
But they are very detailed.
Tired. Oh, well, get some rest. Well, you probably stayed up late, so that's kind of on you, though.
Yeah, we appreciate it very much. At least I do. Let's jump back out.
I know the people.
Don't forget to keep sharing the more that take it either or. the clearer the picture will be. Thank you for your feedback.
Yep, for sure. It is true. I'm not in a position to give support rather than just, watching and sharing, but that's all I do on the daily, essentially. We're out there watching other streamers and sharing.
I know that
reposting and
people
things
need
like
the
that.
visual data. That's why I do it.
Oh, okay.
You
Maybe
stayed
we
up
can get
late.
the
That was
Rathian
your fault,
here.
young lady. Don't you
Not the
try to
Rathian, but the
pass
Rathalos.
off that on someone else.
Yeah, he's around here.
Milms, Mysteries, ma'am. I wish you could make a mod.
Same. I know the people need the visual data. That's why I do it.
Yep.
All right. Be well.
All right. Got some more scales.
Be well. Rock on. Wow! What an ow! Bow! All right. Be well and rock on. Yeah.
Okay, now we got the Rathalos, and we know where he is.
Boom! Gonna rock all night, baby. Yeah. All right. That shorty, baby. You know what I'm saying? All right. The Schlappy. That's funny. Ooh, Fallout 3. Okay. All right. Got some WoW. So Raptor Mon. Raptor Mon. Oh, oh my gosh! Look at all these people. Oh. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I'll stop over here. I don't think I've ever stopped in one of his streams, so I think I should stop and say hello. Oh
Never
man.
explain why
I feel
All
right, pack your box when ready.
Pack your
All right,
box.
where's my box at?
Where's your box at? Where's your box at? Where's my super box?
Where's my box? Here's my box.
I gotta stop reminiscing this like that. For real.
Here's my box.
Where's my box at?
Yo, thank you for the $2 rant, brother. I appreciate that, Daramouthe. Much love, brother.
It is really picking up out there. You ready to go?
I even spelled welcome.
I'm sorry. I know. I swung by the shelter because there was a leak in the roof. And then I had to drive folks back and forth to Jolene's to ride out the storm. Besides, you are young and spry, my little track star.
I'm showcasing a new game,
Oh, shoot, we got 5
Daramouthe.
minutes. Let's go.
It's called South of Midnight.
Did you pack everything?
Mama, I'm grown. This ain't my first hurricane.
Think
I know what
that
to do. As long
just
as you didn't forget
came
flashlights
out.
and batteries. You had the blankets?
Didn't
Yes, because
it?
I have my
hurricane checklist.
Hurricane checklist. Checklist 1. Type of the windows. Checklist 2. Don't forget all electrical items.
This game just came out.
And the
Yeah.
cat.
We don't have room for my track shoes.
Checklist 3.
You know how expensive those things
The
are.
gold.
You best find
Don't
somewhere to
forget.
pack.
It's like a fighting game.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you say?
I said and pack them light.
Kind of like an open kind of world kind of game. I don't know.
Hey, pack your bags and pack.
Well, I hope you enjoy. Criminy, why can't I
It's
spell?
looking pretty nasty out there.
This place will still be here.
Enjoy it.
I called Hurricane
All
Lulu and
to
she said we
spread
good.
the
Mama,
love.
I'm
Oh,
serious.
come on. Spell the right
What
love.
if it's different this time?
Come on. Spell love.
That's not for you to
Two
worry about.
others.
And now we got 4 minutes. Did you just suck your teeth in me?
Oh, girl.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Where is my super suit?
That's not what I meant.
Where's my super box?
Graphics are weird looking though. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Off to spread the love to others. See you around, Ben. All right, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, man. Have a good rest of your night. Be safe. Stay blessed. I'll see you around, brother.
Go over there.
Fire.
You know, the mansion.
Fire. Where? Yeah, I get it's like, where is my super box? Where are my super socks? Where? Oh my goodness! Am I actually following D Shorty? No, I ain't following her. Good. She'll never know. No, she'll know now. Now she look at me. It's like, yeah, whatever. Dumpster fire. What? This ain't no dumpster fire. This is a hot and spicy thing. I'll catch you later, Timmy. Well, I don't know. We'll see you around, though. You have a good one, Gina. You have a good one. That's the wrong fire. Fire! All right, next page. We'll do 3 more people, and then we'll be out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Gonna smack some balls around. Well, you know what? Might as well stop. Let's see if this is a real person or not. 23 minutes. All right.
Rock leg.
Not bad.
That really you, Aaron?
Your DMs, bro.
That really
this is what I see when
That really you? Hey, look. You know,
they some big chocolate eggs, bro. Yeah, dude. Like you know those
he's got a
Cadbury's,
beard
bro?
and
It's
he
like,
sounds like that.
It's like,
Well, then again,
it's like
I sound like
4
what I sound like
Cadbury's
too, so
in
there's
one.
that too.
He's 7 foot.
2.
I didn't know that.
I'm 75 feet. It hurts.
My cock is 7 foot.
Damn, I have 7 feet.
Ew, that's what he said.
Damn. Bro got the mega grippers.
Yo, hey, let's go, Daramouthe.
Yeah.
Hello, fellow Rumbler.
Invite me,
Hope you're having a great day and an even better weekend. Have fun. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that $2, bro. That what's that called on Rumble when you do that? What's that called on Rumble when you do that? The rant. Thank you for the Rumble rant. I really appreciate that, man. Hope you have a great Friday and an even better weekend, dude.
Punk, that's right. You know
even
I'm
better,
proud
bro.
of
I
you.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I really hope I got the last part of the name correct.
Dara is.
Cause I want to say I don't feel like it's. I don't feel like it's Mal. I feel like it's Mood. Mood sounds more like intellectual. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not an intellectual man, so I don't know.
You are correct.
Rumble rant. Yeah, it took me a minute. Thank you so much for the follow as well, bro. I appreciate that. No, you're a great man. You're a great man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's right.
Dara's fine too. Bet. Dude, that reminds me of Gara. But with the D. That's like me, bro. If I was Gara, it'd be Dara.
I'm about to the government name.
Wow, I'm gonna bust.
Okay, he says gonna bust, and I better bust on out of here.
Where's the giveaway?
I forgot to plan it, so
Kev never does giveaways anymore. He's
I
too
need
broke.
to do like off to.
I'm not broke, bro. I'm up right now,
love
bro. You seen my video?
Others.
I'm winning, bro.
Be well. Be well.
I'm winning in life right now.
He says he's winning in life right now. He's
pussy
playing
on my
Rocket
side.
League. He's playing.
But no,
the
yeah, I
Rockets
totally forgot to do
League.
it because I was thinking the other day.
Oh, he's on.
I was like, I don't
Rumble,
want to do
Twitch,
the same old. Like, I want to do
and
something
YouTube.
different.
So he's
What's something
multi-platforming
different that I
himself.
could-
Smart man. Smart man.
OnlyFans.
Oh, dude, the OnlyFans giveaway, bro.
Boom. All right, 2 more people. I said 3, so we're gonna do 2 more people. Okay. Comes number 2. Here comes number 2. Wow. Let's see. Wappy flanker. Wappy flanker. That's hilarious. Let's see. Generic gaming stream. That okay. Stream. You gotta. Man, it's probably just to catch the eye. It's probably just to catch the eye. Know what I'm saying? I wonder if he's part of the same Rumble group with JFG. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's do it. We'll see if JFG will be like, hey, come on.
Hello, fellow Rumbler. Hope you are having a great day.
Hey,
and
what's
an
up,
even
Darren?
better
How you doing, man?
weekend.
New rant
Have
Thank you
fun.
for the freaking Rumble rant.
I think he's having 2 people go. Jeez Louise. Oh, did he freeze up? He froze up. That city slicker. Play.
Don't forget to smash that half thumbs up button too. I hope you have a better weekend.
Guys, run! I see the creature! I see the creature back that way, Schlep, back that way, Schlep. Creature coming, creature.
You're welcome.
I'm just letting you know. It's the night, he's very slow. I'm just saying, you can move the cart back. I'm just saying, he's coming this way probably.
It killed me. It killed me through the wall.
Oh, he must be playing with family.
Yeah, I see your head.
So he's not part of the same group.
You can grab it to the right, it's right there.
But then again, it is a
Watch
new
out,
game.
the
It
guy
just came
in
out
the
not
next
too long
room.
ago. Ah!
I had a diamond. I was like, I didn't even know.
Claim your prize.
Oh, I got the gnomes.
Claim your prize. All right, he already said hello. Let's go to the next page. Next page. Let's see what we got. Doesn't seem like we got much. Hey, there we are. I'm not raiding my own stream. No, that's not going to happen. Phasmophobia. Oh, yeah, something, I guess. Got something. Got something. Or nothing. Happy Friday. Rebel Scum. Rebel Squad Live. Batman Arkham Zombie Guy Gaming. Zombie. Well, let's see if it's a real person first. I want to see if it's a real guy. It's been an hour, so I guess it is sort of real. I can't really tell. But we're gonna make this last person.
Great.
Oh wow. You can hear his voice.
All right, so where's everybody at? I see 3 down here.
Sounds weird.
2 there. 1 there.
Glad to support. For the 5th stream. Will he see it? I don't know. I don't know. But if he don't, it's on him.
Oh, I just put someone on the go. And I'm gonna get that night on roll.
Don't turn around, don't turn around, don't turn around.
And he didn't turn around. Alright, we'll give him till the 2-minute mark, then we'll be out. And we'll be out! This is what it sounds like.
Too scared to show yourself?
He's too scared to show himself.
Listen there.
Should sound like Charlie, the Peanuts.
You heard the boss.
Oh wow!
Shit, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
That was a miss. That was a miss.
Don't fuck this up.
Yep. That was a big old miss. I remember my day when we missed the jump. We better do it good.
Did you find another one? Shh. It's okay. Go CPs.
Go to sleep. No, don't struggle. Just go to sleep.
So,
all right. Well, we are here long enough. All right. Well, that is the end of the Pay It Forward part. Now, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, because sounds like humping it. Hey, whoa, calm it down there. Calm it down there. All right, you got troubles. Get it. That's right. That's what we're here for. But anyway, that is the end of the Pay It Forward stream, because I said so. And also my guest is here. My guest of the hour that always keeps asking, when am I coming on next? Worked out for you, didn't you? When you just appeared into DM and say, hey, what's my next time on? It's like, what about Friday? It's like, ah, dang it. Oh, it's too funny. Oh, it's too funny. You can talk now, Abe. It's okay.
Cool.
Wow, it took you that much of a convincing? Wow, I should try harder then. Goodness sake.
No, I'm easy. I'm easy. Don't worry about it.
Well, yes, you are easy. That's why you're on so many shows.
Yeah, the other day, I was on, just yesterday, I was on Read and Roll on Jack's channel again.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, did I make plans with Daramouthe?
No.
And I thought, oh, damn, have I double booked or?
No, you didn't.
because before now I've been like quadruple booked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like in a stream, and I'm like, okay, that's great, guys. I'm gonna have to leave immediately. I've got another stream to get to, and then in the next stream, I'm like, that was a great stream, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
Next stream.
Yeah. You're a popular person. Well, it's one of the funniest things is that with this thing, and that's sort of why I said a while ago that I'm kind of moving Dara's Hangout Den to like every 4 months, because scheduling is it's a challenge, and
Yeah.
and when I'm doing scheduling for Darachat and then doing scheduling for um Rumble Squared, it sort of takes a lot out, and I really don't want to get burnt out on this stuff, because it doesn't then it becomes like it becomes one of those things you just don't want to stop doing. So it's like, well, it's either I put it on hiatus for good, or I just put it to the side for months on end and then just kind of whatever. But I mean, it's just the idea is great. It's just people are like, oh yeah, I'd like to. Oh, never mind, I can't. And it's just like, can they please?
Well, also, you don't want it to grate on you to the extent in which it feels like it's a job.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I had to put it off the side, because doing the survey stuff is taking the biggest part of my energy. But that's where I want to put that energy, because again, people like you just, I don't know if you're watching now, but just like you were stopping by at Chemo or whatever his name was, people want to see the visual data, and even if they don't say it, they want to see the visual data, because like what, because that cuts across like having to try to write an essay like, here Abe, it's like trying to write a book, right? And then I was at a stream and Abe asked me 1,000 questions, and he was wearing a bow tie with a very quizzly beard, and it's like it cuts across that. You see the visual, you're like,
Have
okay.
you got a camera in my room right now? What's going on?
Yeah, well, yeah, because he had a red light on and said, "Hey, that's you."
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, am I having a Fight Club moment?
Oh my gosh, is that my twin brother? Mom! She lied all these years ago. She's an American. No, but
no, she lied to me by telling me I was only one person. I was more than a man. I was several.
That's why you're on many podcasts.
Yeah, sometimes they'd be like, oh, apparently I was on this show.
Many moons
Watch
ago.
it back and be like, oh, yeah, guess I was.
Yeah,
cool.
many moons ago, a man named Abe was on a show called whatever it was called, and they brought him together to come to these other shows, and then they send up the smoke signals like he has to come back over here again. But no, yeah, you're not wrong.
Look, if Gondor calls for aid, I shall answer the call.
Yeah. It's like you just popped in, you're just like, you know what? And it was funny because the person who, the people I know, for the people for Thursday and Friday, they did give me enough time, but it was like, wow, that's great. And then you have so they say things happen in 3, right? Which I don't always believe, but so my 2 guests Thursday and Friday had to cancel. They had their reasons. And then the person who was going to replace the hemp who was going to replace the Thursday guest was already double booked, and so he forgot. And then he's like, "Oh, dude, man!" And so there's that, and it's like that's 3 right in a row. It's like, come on. Yeah, that's why.
So even your contingencies fell through. That's a bummer.
I have a huge pool. It's just I don't really and the thing of it is too is that I may have a huge pool, but I can't always draw back on some of them, because like I've said earlier, like some of them have blocked me, and some of them are either too busy, because again, a big chunk are creators, but other people have plans too, and you just catch them at the wrong time. It is what it is. But then again, stuff like doing it in months in advance is like okay, but then again, people don't know what's going to happen in months in advance anyway, so they'll just say yes or no or whatever. But yeah, there was a story where I did have someone double booked, and it did involve problematic John. But I was able to get him on anyway later on, so that was good. I was able to get that.
Yeah.
But no, you're not wrong. After a certain point, it does start feeling like a job, and if you aren't having fun with it, then you don't want to do it anymore. And while I enjoy doing what the opportunities that Dara's Hangout Den can provide, the problem of it is that I'm aiming to having 3 other people on beyond myself.
Yeah.
Trying to schedule those 3 people and say, "Hey, are you good for this time?" And they'll say yes, no, or whatever. And even then, as the week gets closer, you still have to ask, "Are you still able to come on?" "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure." And
Yeah.
then 2 days before, it's like, "Hey, listen, I know I said yes, but..." So
I
it's
think
almost
the most egregious ones are the ones where it's like 2 minutes before, and they're like, "Ah, man, something came up. Oh, what
Yeah.
you doing? Ah, I'm washing my hair," or what the fuck
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, I've only had 1 person do that, but I think it was like 24 hours, which is still enough
Yeah.
time. But I mean, even if I didn't have anyone on, I can do the show myself. It's like I can talk to myself regardless. It's just
It's okay, Dara. You can rely on me.
you know what you almost remind me of? You were oh man, who was that actor? Oh, it's
Please don't say Kevin Spacey.
no, it was another English actor. I'm trying to think, but I can't hear it. No, it almost reminds me of you almost remind me of the gentleman from that played Jon Snow's friend from the North Watch. I can't remember his name though. He
Oh,
was
the fat fella.
well, hey, thank you, Diana. I appreciate it. You are so good. Well, I tried, Diana. I'm not perfect, but I try. I don't know what his name is though. I think it was like some old English sounding name, but he was his friend on the wall. But he was very bearded. That's what it reminds me of. But he sounded very.
I mean, this could describe a lot of actors in Game of Thrones. In all fairness,
well, he's his friend though. He's his friend on the North Watch, Jon Snow's friend, or relative, or I can't remember what he was. Exactly.
yeah. It's the big guy you're thinking of, right?
Yeah. I just can't remember his name. You know what?
I don't know his name.
We're
But
gonna look it up.
he was also in the film Moonfall, wasn't he?
Was he?
If it's the same guy, yeah.
Oh, goodness. Well, John. You know what? I'm just gonna use the internet. All right. Who was Jon? Jon Snow's.
Was it Sam Tarley or something like that?
Jon Snow's friend in the Night's Watch. There we go. Look at that. Oh, Samuel Tarley. That's right. That's the guy.
Sam Tarley. Yeah.
He's the Hold on, I'll bring it up. Hold on. I'm almost there. Hold on. It's a Samuel Tarley, which is a very funny last name to say. Samuel Tarley, a close friend who studies to become the Meister. Is that how you say it? Meister?
Yeah.
M-A-E, Meister of the Night's Watch, and is Jon Stewart. Oh, so he was a steward, a close friend and steward. So I'm guessing it meant.
Yeah.
Is a steward like a servant? Because he was sort of like a bastard child or something like that.
Yes.
Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So is a steward like a servant, or what is he?
It depends. It can be anywhere from. Think of it as like Alfred, right? Batman's Alfred.
Yeah, Batman's butler.
Not quite a butler, but anywhere between a servant and a conservator of sorts.
Ah, okay. So like a what else do they call them? Maybe a guiding hand? No. There's a word for it. Oh my gosh, there's a word for someone who's close, personal, a confidant. That's it, a confidant.
Yeah, of sorts. Yeah.
Yeah, a confidant. Sam is known for his intelligence and kindness, and he often supports John in difficult situations. Yeah, I guess because I remember watching.
And you think I'm like this character?
Well, you're kind and you support. There you go. But you kind of look like you have his face. I'm trying to find who the actor who played him.
I don't know whether I should be offended or
who played him.
Shocked by embarrassment of the
John
the
Bradley.
compliment.
John Bradley. Bradley. There he is. Look at that. Okay, so that's what he looks like. Yeah. His beard is a little thin, but you kind of do look like him. You kind of got that face.
Do I have to leave right now? What is going on? I do not look like this man.
I didn't say exactly like. I just said a little like. He's got the big beard. He sounds like it. You sound like him too. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I don't know how long it's been. I gotta find out how he sounds like. John.
I don't look anything like this man.
Well, that's true. He doesn't have glasses like you do.
Hey, excuse you, Daramouthe, or should I say Daramouthe?
Hey, you watch yourself, young man.
Hey, you watch it, eh? Right? Us white Englishmen have an identity. We're all individuals, okay? We're not all the same dude, although I may be several of them.
I just want to hear how he sounds. Okay, let's go. That's how he sounds.
You're gonna play something now where he's like, "All right, governor, you absolute bar stewards."
Hey, can you let me hear for a second? Shh. See, you sound a little like that. Samuel Tarley, just a little.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, you didn't hear? Oh, that's right.
No.
I apologize. I wasn't sharing the screen. Hold on. I thought I was sharing the screen. It's my fault.
I mean, I know what he sounds like, but go on. Let's do it for the audience. Come on.
I agree with I agree with Adam. That's a good one, Adam. That's a good one. Adam said that one, not me. That was not me that said that. That was not me. Okay.
Adam knows.
Okay.
Adam knows.
All right.
Samuel Tarley.
See, it sounds a little like that.
Fuck off.
Just saying.
All right, keep playing. Keep playing.
No,
is John Bright's watch. John was born John afterwards, who the character is seeing him change.
No.
I am Sir Gawain.
Hold on.
Afternoon, Sir Knight. Horses shod and watered as requested.
Okay, so he does. His accent is a little off. It's a little more. Where is he from? To be honest,
I think he's from a mythical version of Britain.
Well, okay.
And I don't even mean the character. I mean the actor. He's from like a parallel world.
He's not. He exists in this one though.
All right, governor. Let me go and get you some water because I'm British, isn't it?
He doesn't sound like that at all, though. Don't try to exaggerate.
That's how we talk, innit?
Oh,
now.
yeah. Oh, don't even try. Don't even try. You know what? Whatever. You know what? I'm just gonna stick with this because Adam Gray called you out, and I'm gonna laugh at you because of that. All right. But
Adam Gray seen my rack many a time.
Oh, he should probably tell his missus about that. But anyway.
Yeah.
Barbara.
Hey, don't let her know.
Barbara, there's trouble brewing on the rise, and ask the questions.
It's our secret.
Let me tell you what you're getting for your birthday. No.
Hey, you know that time Marilyn Monroe wore that skirt and it blew up? Yeah.
You know what? Actually, you know what? You Nick Frost. That's what it reminds me of. You sound a little bit like Nick Frost. When he does.
You're just listing Englishmen now.
Yes, because you are English. Is that Yorkshire? Okay, so he said Yorkshire. Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire.
It's called Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. He says it twice though. Yorkshire.
No. It's not Yorkshire, and it's definitely not Yorkshire.
That's Adam right there. He's the one who's saying it like that. Okay, you blame him for that. Okay?
Oh my god. Right, you're all excommunicated.
Well, it's probably better that way because your country's not in a good place right now.
Yeah, that's how I can do it because I think technically I'm the English Pope right now, given the state of our country.
English Pope doesn't do very much when your prime minister's of what's a colorful word that you English folks say?
No, I think you covered it with a colorful word.
Colorful. Just saying colorful word is enough. I thought there'd be more than that.
Look, he wants the return of the sausages for a reason.
He's a dimwit. He's a what's another one? A nincompoop. He's a lost cause. He's a Charlemagne. He's a oh, thank you for that. I appreciate that narrative version. Yeah, keep pushing those, please, because I'll be pushing them all till the 23rd. Ends 423. Thank you. Let's see. Dimwit, nincompoop. Charlotte. What's another good one? There's always a good one out there that doesn't have to involve cursing. He's a oh man.
He's a big old poopy head.
Big old, there you go, poopy head. He's a big old poopy head. He's needs a space. Yes, don't worry about it. He's a big old poopy head. He's the
he's like a man who has a forehead adorned with a male's genitals.
He's an ugly
directly
man.
upon it.
Yes, he's an ugly man. He's a pernicious canid. Yeah, trying to bring that up.
He is a man with an incredibly large phallus protruding from his forehead.
Oh, you mean his nose?
I mean, that's a big nose.
Hey, so he must.
Let's call him Pinocchio head.
Oh, wait, no, it's more like okay, more like now that'd be for the nose. Let's see. Well, he's just a lot of words that don't make him look good. So there's that, and I can say it though because he can't. He'll. I remember reading in the news like the Scotland Yard was gonna try to extradite people to the UK because they said some mean things on the internet. I'm like, good luck.
yeah, that's not happening. They can fuck off.
I can call.
Excuse my French.
No, you're fine. I'll say whatever the heck I like. The UK has what did the old Brits used to do back in the day? Oh, hang themselves. That's right. The UK has hung themselves on a wire and said thank you very much.
Yeah.
I
mean, for example, Dara, if I were to say that our Prime Minister was a perverted piece of shit, cunt, twat, bastarding, dick-headed twat waffle.
Yeah.
I could theoretically get arrested for that.
Yeah, that's true. Hypothetically.
If I were to say that.
Hypothetically.
If I were to say he's the kind of man who enabled all sorts of horrible atrocities to happen in this country, including the defense of Jimmy Savile, one of the country's most egregious PDF files.
Yeah.
I could get arrested for that. But that's only if I were to say that.
Yeah. Only if you were to say it. It
only.
Isn't it, yeah. If it isn't the last name Skirmer? What is it? Kirkmer? What is his last name? You could say that, but that's not his real last name. It's like Kirkmer or something, like Poopy Face. Something.
Starmer.
Starmer.
His name's Keir Starmer. Now,
Starmer?
it used to be known as two-tier Keir, right? Because he established that there were two tiers of law in his country. Because the way that certain people would be treated and certain other people would be treated were radically different in the face of the law. Now, he's established a new level. So people from certain backgrounds, despite having committed the same crimes, now will not face as severe punishments as others.
Yeah.
So now he's 3-tier queer Keir.
That's a lot of word. That's a mouthful right there.
Well, it's the kind only an Englishman can spit out at will,
That's true. It's like trying to say that Welsh word that's so long that I can't say it.
Yeah, well, only Welshmen can say that. And that's why we just call it go go goch.
That's what I call it.
We don't speak Klingon.
That's true. That is true. And it starts with a few L's.
It starts with phlegm and ends with phlegm, and everything in between is also phlegm.
Yeah, it's true.
It's more like go go goch. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, I believe. Bear in mind, I'm not fluent in Welsh.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're not Welsh at all. You're more you're more close between proper and improper, as the kids would say. But no, I actually, it was funny because I had Scotsman on earlier this week, and it was
Yeah,
funny.
I saw you.
Oh yeah, he was. Oh yeah, you were probably in the chat too.
I'm always looking.
Yeah, I know you're
I
looking.
see you, Dara. I see you.
Yeah. My that's why my YouTube site is so less, because it's just such an ocean over there. But who cares? I'm just there for the fun of it.
Yeah.
But no, it was nice to have him on because I think it was the first time I've ever had a Scotsman on. I've had.
Is it really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had Ryan Roger Athe, but people don't even know if he's Welsh or not. So there's that. I've had Tom.
Yeah, yeah. That's still up for debate. I think he sounds more English than I do, and he's from Wales.
Yep. There you go.
And I'm like, right, pronounce go gok in its entirety. Go. Can't do it. English.
I'm not gonna try. Nope. But I've had see, I had that. I had Tombies on. I've had Kadath. Was it Kadath? Which one is that? Kadath Gaming, isn't it?
Kadath Gaming, yeah.
Kadath Gaming, yep. I had Kadath on. I've had, of course, Jack Tarlad, but that's more like snarky English right there.
Yeah. All Englishmen.
Snarky is what it's called.
Yeah, I think it's we're going through a process of ethnogenesis right now. We're all transforming slowly from being British or English or Scottish or Welsh or Northern Irish or Irish just to that island of snarky bastards.
Mm-hmm. Well, and the funny thing too is I actually had a gentleman on who lives in Wales, but he's not Welsh. He's more Brazilian. So
he's more Brazilian.
No, he's Brazilian. Yeah, sorry, he was Brazilian.
I was going to say, it's like, well, I'm Welsh, but I identify as Brazilian.
Well, no, Bishop's opening is his username.
Yeah, no Bishop.
Yeah, he lives in Wales, from what I remember. But he's not English. I think he moved there. But no, I don't think I've had anyone who's Irish, and I don't think I've had someone who's Scottish. So there's that. But it's always nice to kind of get those different perspectives of people who live across the way, because that was like when I had Tomby on a long while ago, on one of them where I was like asking about the daily life of things, because going to a mailbox is a different aspect here than it is over there, right? Your mailboxes are red, ours are blue. You have a mailing system that's a bit different than ours. I actually got the Christmas card that Tomby had sent me, and I was like, I didn't think he'd sent me one.
Yeah, he sent me one as well.
Yeah,
it was actually the only Christmas card I got.
I want to take a moment. Everyone, we need to take a moment for
someone,
Abe.
Someone get a violin out.
Wah, 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 wah. But yeah, so that was from a movie. I can't remember which one that was. But yeah, no. So you get those different things. Of course, again, Scotland and all that stuff. But yeah, it's always nice to get those. I've had someone on from Norway, so there was that. I've had a Norwegian on, so it's pretty awesome. But that's a little too far from you guys. That's more where it's more colder. More snow, more colder, all that stuff.
Oh, Norway's not that far, really.
I thought it was northeast? No, it was north, south, northwest. I thought it was more.
Yeah, it's slightly northeast to the UK.
Okay. Because I have to remember, you guys are off a little bit from Spain. Right there between like Spain and France, right there, I believe. Because you're no. Well, I know your tail end's close to France.
So, God damn it, fucking Americans in the geography.
I'll get my globe out right now. You know what? I'm gonna get the Google. I'm gonna get Google Earth right now instead of
France is immediately below us in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah.
Right? And then next to them is Spain. So we're closer to Spain, the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany than we are to anyone else.
I would like to start exploring Earth. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So, kids, this is the United Kingdom, as we're all going to see, because we're going to learn a little geography.
Welcome to Geography with Daramouthe and Abe. Thank you all for making it.
Yes, this is the UK. So this right here. So there's Belgium right there. There's La Paris, and then of course, actually
France, Netherlands,
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah, but I mean,
Further down.
Your
Further
end right
down.
there. What for? What? There's France.
There's Spain.
Oh, okay. So I was wrong. But this is
Yeah.
this. So you're
literally.
Yeah.
I could get on a boat and fuck off to Norway.
Faroe Islands. I wonder I wonder if anyone
Faroe.
lives there. Faroe.
Yeah. Well, the Faroe Islands is interesting, really.
How is it interesting?
Because it's got like a combination of Norwegian and British settlers, but as far as I'm aware, I think they largely speak Old Norse.
Old Norse. Yeah, because it looks like what's it called? An archipelago.
Yeah.
Just a collection of islands. And this is a lot worse than Japan, because Japan is technically considered an archipelago, but this is more space and smaller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just huge mountains everywhere.
Yeah. But, okay, so you have this. You have Shetland.
Yeah.
Mainland. Twat.
Yep.
Yeah. That's... If you say that to American, you're saying, "Look, I'm pointing to the map. It's right there. It's called twat." You ever heard of it?
Like, look, it's twat.
Don't be the place. Actually sounded out. Ska. That's a funny one. Ska. And then you got ham. Really? That's lazy. Come on. When you could call a place ham.
Hey. The people from Ham, they go ham.
Yeah. It's basically
deal with it.
It looks like a desert, though. Looks like
yeah, there's like 4 people there.
full of primary school, full of air. Well, they have an airport, so that's something.
Yeah, it's more like a tiny strip in the ground.
Then you got Fair Isle. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Very fair.
Very fair. Stony Breck, or I'm guessing you say it's Stony Breck. Stony Breck. Oh my goodness. See, this is just go all day with this stuff because there's so many funny ones. Well, okay, so there's that one up there. Of course, ham. You got ham. You got Fair Island. Where's the Isle of Man? There's Isle of Arran. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Right in the middle.
Isle of Man on Douglas. Okay, Foxdale. Now, where's the Isle of...
The Isle of Man actually still use the old Norse tradition of democracy.
What's that?
So they have like an island conference.
Mm.
I mean, it's part of the UK, but they've got their own little way of doing things.
Mm. Where's the Isle of Wight? You don't know yourself, do you?
This would be an amazing version of GeoGuessr.
Yeah. You don't know where it is either?
Well, keep zooming in. And then just scroll around.
Okay, so you got M5. Okay, so that's how you do it. Oh, look, there's this little tiny place. Lundy Heritage Coast. The National Trust Lundy. Oh, my. Oh, that is small. That's what she said. When it's so small, you have to see it with a microscope. You're not going to get there. Isle of... is maybe here? Maybe this is the Isle of Wight, Aran Islands, or Aran Islands, as they would say. Yeah, and you got a little Aran over there. Oh, I don't know why this is here.
Little Aran.
Aran. Yeah. Inishbofin. Inishbofin. Okay. First, the Isle of...
Right.
I know how it's... I know it's spelled W-I-G.
Right, it's in the south. Go further. Over to the UK. Right,
no,
it's on the bottom end of the UK.
UK, okay. So it's got to be somewhere here. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Isle of Wight National Landscape. So it must be Okay, Isle of Wight. Okay, all right. It's not an. I mean, it is sort of an island. I mean, it looks like you could walk there basically. Although I don't know how deep.
Yeah,
it is.
when the tides are low enough, you could. Yeah.
See, like right there, that you can see all that sand right there. So you're right. If the tide is low enough, this basically could become a sandbar, and you probably could walk across it.
Yeah.
And you could do that for like Alaska and Russia when it gets frozen. Next to the Isle of Lucy. No, it's not by the Isle of Lucy. There's no Lucy here. No Lucy here.
Goosey.
Loosey goosey. That's right. Okay, but yeah. So you're correct. It's near to Norway, which of course is where I talked to Jason. He's from Norway. And then
Nice
of course,
place.
yeah, you have Norway. Then you have Sweden, and then you have Finland, which is a weird thing, right? You have Norway, Sweden, and Finland. It's like 3 strips of land just separated by mountainous region. And this looks like not a great place to live because of all the fjords. I said that right.
Yeah, it's an absolutely beautiful country.
It's so beautiful. It's got all the rocks and crevices.
But they ain't British, are they? So they can go get fucked, can't they, you bar stewards?
Gatska Sandon. I can't say Norwegian.
Well, all of those countries used to actually be part of the same kingdom.
Yeah,
they were one country at one stage.
What was it? It would be Sweden, right? Like the Swiss? Yeah. Because
No, not the Swiss. No.
Oh, the Swedes.
The Swedes, yeah.
The Swedes, yeah. Because there was that, and then there was Germany, Prussia was part of one. This was like World War I, basically. Because I remember, and I'm not good with history, so don't try to at me, bros. But there was, because I went to go.
You see that little piece of land to the west of Lithuania there?
Lithuania.
That used to be part of Prussia.
Denmark.
Now it's still part of Russia.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what became Germany, wasn't it? Prussia.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Prussia
Germany's
under
right
the leadership of Bismarck.
Yeah.
He basically created the German Confederation, which led to the creation of the unified German state. Which, technically speaking, is actually a country that's younger than the United States.
Oh, well, older, younger. I mean, there's a difference in how you could see it.
Yeah, I've got T-shirts older than Germany and the United States, so it means fuck all.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I get the nerve there. I get you. But no, I mean, looking at all these, looking at the United States is cleaner than this, because you look at this and it's kind of like squiggly all over the place. We have some cleaned up states. I don't know what you call these sovereign places. I don't know.
We call them countries, Dara.
Countries. Well, I mean, countries. You got continent. You got continent, and then you got countries, and you got states or prefectures or whatever.
So most of these borders, right, are usually formed around natural water lanes. Rivers, streams, things like that. In the United States, they literally just drew a map out and got a ruler out.
Well, over time though, because it wasn't right away.
Yeah, and that's why there's so many straight lines that don't make any sense.
Because they're straight. That's why. It doesn't make any sense.
You're saying being straight doesn't make any sense. This makes a lot of sense now, Dara.
No.
Straight
lines are clean.
You said it.
This is off. But no, because what is it? Because I went to go see that movie, what was it? What was it? The one that had Taron Egerton appear in the
Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton. It was the what was it? It's the one with Colin Firth in it too.
Oh yeah.
What was it called?
They're like spies, right?
Yeah, like spies. I just can't remember what they called it. The Gentleman, the Gentleman one. In the third one, in the Golden Ring, I think it was, they were talking about the 3 different kingdoms, like the Swedes, and then the Prussia, Germany, and then like the UK, because that was during World War One era, because Rasputin and all that stuff. But I mean, at a certain point after World War One, things kind of got dismantled, and Germany became its own thing, absorbed all that stuff. You got Czechia, Austria, Guten Tag, and then
Now,
Italia.
I could be wrong on this, but if I remember right, the Kingsman series was actually based on certain actual real organizations that existed.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's just like that one movie that had
just like full-blown Hollywood versions of them.
Yeah, because it was done by Guy Ritchie, or I think that's what his name was. But the what was it? Though there was one movie that had Henry Cavill and a few others in it. It was called like The Gentleman's Service or something like that. And that's another one based upon thing that you don't really know, which is weird. It's sort of like they keep coming out with these war movies, and like Dunkirk and all this other, which are based on true history. But I mean, then again, you have the exaggeration of Hollywood. So there's that. I do like that they have these things right here, and then you have this like sort of like it's going down. It's like an underwater river right there. The Celtic Sea is high up, and then you have this underwater river that just goes down to like the step that then.
Oh, you might find this interesting if you go over to where Portugal is, right?
Portugal, yes.
Yeah, south. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So there's a stretch of land in the sea that the Portuguese government now, if you, so you see some of these raised platforms in the oceanography.
Yeah, like these ones over here, or these ones over here?
Further north.
Further north, okay.
Yeah. They're actually planning on making some of these areas here, which are part of Portugal's sea territories. They're planning on actually turning them into usable land.
Interesting.
So Portugal is, technically speaking, going to be at least doubling in terms of its territorial size within the next decade or so.
Well, I mean, Japan has done that too with some man-made lands, but that's more connected to their stuff. But I mean, you got like right here, like this whole thing right here, this whole line right here is like the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest point of the ocean, like almost like a big crack in the earth. But I mean,
even Earth's got an ass crack, folks.
That's right. Underwater.
Yep. All the way down there. Got some deep cheeks.
Oh, that's right. Where? Oh man, where is the Titanic on here? Because I swear, you're coming from the UK, you're going over to New York, which is here. So they had to be over in this area right here.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're going from. I mean, it's not flat land, obviously, but you're going from. Where did they depart from? Was it the UK or was it Ireland? Because that seems more farther out, to be honest.
I think it was Ireland, actually.
Oh, that's right, because Leonardo DiCaprio was playing a very good Irishman. That's how I know it was Ireland, because of Leonardo DiCaprio's playing of. But yeah, you can kind of see. So it's somewhere around here. But I'm surprised, that they've because it's way down there somewhere. But yeah, it's always interesting, right? You're going from one place to another, and the history of it too is that the boats. I think the story is that the lifeboats of the Titanic could hold more people than what they were. Originally, do you know what the original amount could be held?
I think it was. I think at least several hundred more than what they ended up saving.
Wow!
But the amount of lifeboats that they actually took still wasn't enough to save everyone, even at full capacity.
Because there was like over 2,000 people, wasn't it?
There was a whole bunch of people up in there. Yeah.
Where is Titanic? Ah, there we are. Okay, so that's where the Titanic shipwreck is at. Okay.
Can you carry on zooming in, because some of these
It
disaster areas you can actually
it won't clear up. It's not clearing up. It's probably whatever. But okay, so that does make sense, because where are we at? So we're over here. So Ireland, and now you're going. So you got Ireland over here, and so they traveled all this way, and you can see it's like close to this raised plot of land too.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, isn't it? And we're like, fuck. We were like 2 hours from getting to where we needed to get to.
Yeah,
now we're all gonna die.
Yeah, and the closest plot of land is something they own of, is Canada. So they could. I mean, I don't know where Carpathia was. I think it was down here somewhere. But they were at least close enough to land that if they could keep the ship running that way, they would have at least. But I mean, it's a big ship, so trying to turn
there's
it.
no chance.
Yeah, but that's interesting though, that piece of history right there, where it gets kind of shot at every time because it's a ship of, old timey stuff. But at the end of the day, tragedy struck it, and like you said, even if they could fill the boats, there still wouldn't be enough for the people on board. But they still could have at least put more on. But yeah, I'm thinking yep. New York.
I might actually still have a newspaper from that time somewhere.
And look at too, is like parts of it's weird too, looking at this, like parts of continents. You have the deep ocean, and then the continents themselves are sort of on raised land. Like, you see that?
Yeah.
Which is I don't know if that's like, it means like it's higher elevation or what, but like I mean, it almost feels like it almost feels like a like a stencil template on top of like a harder surface. Oh, I guess bedrock. I don't know. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to know. But that kids is the tragedy of Titanic, unfortunately. But anyway, I'll stop sharing that. But no, that's always
spoiler alert. The ship crashed.
Yeah.
Almost everyone died.
Yeah, almost everyone died.
Sorry if you didn't know that, guys.
And
it only happened over 100 years ago.
Oh, and there was no Jack or Rose. Yeah, they were fictional characters. So they were not real. They were not real. They could be real to you. Celine Dion is real, so there's that. But your heart.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I wonder if she's gonna appear in chat at some point.
No. I know what you're gonna do. Abe is Celine Dion, the devil, and everything else. So don't even try. I know.
I'll have you know, I am Abe. Thank you.
Yeah, and you have a couple of different accounts too on your fingers as well.
Me?
Yes, you.
No, that doesn't sound like me.
Yep. Oh yeah. Sure. No. Oh no, it doesn't sound like you at all. But no. But it's always nice to kind of go back, because I think James Cameron is the only person that's gone down to the Titanic the most.
Yeah, he's been down loads of times, hasn't he? Like, it's actually part of his it's almost like part of his CV now, that he's one of the people that's been down there the most, because deep sea diving has always been one of his passions. He just incidentally made films.
Yeah. That is true. Well, and made a film about a crash ship that he's visited many times. But you know what? Let's see what his record is. James Cameron, Titanic record. Oh, that's not how you spell record. There we go. Titanic records. Oh, he's Canadian. How's that? Because he, lives near the spot. Oh, never mind. Anyway, it says that James Cameron film Titanic holding. Oh no, Titanic dives. Titanic Dive. There we go. Goes to the Abyss, 2003. That's old. James Cameron, the director of the movie Titanic, has visited the Titanic wreckage 33 times since the film's production. So the film Titanic. His first dives to the Titanic were made in 1995 as part of the research for the movie, and he has continued to explore the site over the years, logging more hours on the ship than Captain Smith himself. That's something. All right,
Yeah.
when you can, when you can log more hours than the dead man himself, that's when you know. Oh my goodness. Interest in diving to the Titanic was driven by his passion for deep sea exploration rather than desire to make the film. He described the Titanic as the Mount Everest of shipwrecks. Well, maybe like the eighth wonder of the world sort of thing. Like Mount Everest is one of the wonders of the world, right? Like, what's another one? The pyramids of Giza are another one. Wonders of the world. All that stuff. Wanted to document it properly. During one of his dives, Cameron experienced a near-death situation when an underwater sandstorm grounded his vessel. What?
Sandstorm?
Yeah, that'd be like a mudstorm at that point. I feel like. Beep, 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 beep. It says you have a sandstorm. Oh, son of a! this dirty whore. I can't believe Sir, we could still hear you. You dirty piece of son of a. Your mother was a. I think his line is dead. He and a Russian pilot managed to maneuver the submersible to safety. Well, that's good. Obviously, him still being alive and making Avatar movies. James has also faced camera challenges during his dives. For example, on September 11, 2001, he was returning from a Titanic submersible dive when learned about the terrorist attacks in New York, Pentagon. In addition to his Titanic dives, Cameron has made 72 deep submersible dives in total, many of which were in Russian submersibles to depths of up to 16,000 feet. James Cameron has been an outspoken figure regarding sort of like the oceanic one thing. Ocean Gate, that's right. Has been an outspoken figure regarding the dangers of deep sea exploration, warning Ocean Gate officials about faulty vessels before the tragic incident involving the Titan submersible. Yeah, that was just dumb. That was dumb. So I guess 33 times is his what is his final visit amounts to Titanic. Visit dives. I probably should do it that way. Dives.
Oh, we got Paul Hadouken in the chat.
Paul Hadouken. Hey! He's trying to do Ryuken. Oh goodness, hey, how's it going, Paul?
What's up?
No, you gotta do with that sort of stuff. Okay. What is his final visit dives to Titanic? The context does not provide a specific date for his final dive. His extensive post-production Titanic began in the 1990s, 2000s. In 2005, he returned to the Titanic site to extend his interior exploration. Small fiber spooling ROVs, remote operated vehicles. Yes, I remember that. Excluding the Turkish baths and yeah, because I mean, even though it's still kind of being held together by, the water and stuff, it's still slowly melting away. Basically, like in the next 100 years or so, the Titanic might not even be there anymore.
Yeah.
Cameron's fascination with the Titanic and deep sea exploration was a long life passion. Despite the lack of specific final dive date, his contributions to the understanding of the Titanic are significant and well documented. He surveyed more than 60% of the extant interior spaces of the ship, including the Turkish baths and other well-preserved examples of Edwardian elegance deep in the wreck. Because there was something he did a while back, not too far ago, it wasn't 2003, it was something else where what was it, 2003? Because these look like the little square boxes that sort of. Yeah, I think wow. Because there was something that came up a while back that he came back to, like test the diving thing of Jack and whatever, and then of course how the ship sank and all that stuff. So, Maybe 2003 was a long time ago. 22 years old. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, it's practically a billion years ago at this point.
A billion years ago, you captured Abe. No, he didn't capture Abe. He begged to come on, basically.
I self-domesticated.
Self-domesticated. You want to call it the down? That's right. Down, diagonal, right. There you go. Falcon punch. But that's a different game. Falcon punch. That's right. I've never played and stuff. It's been a while, Steve. It's been a while since I've seen you around here. Hope you're doing well, good sir. But yeah, it's very interesting. And again, it's 16,000 feet below sea level. That's a lot of pressure, coldness. Just yeah. And you have to come, and you have to remember though. You go that deep though, you have to slowly come up because of
Otherwise, you get the bends.
The bends. That's right. It's not pretty. It's all that nitrogen building up in your body. So you better hope you have a lot of oxygen. That's for sure.
Hey, folks, would you like a bubble in your brain? Well, come visit the Titanic, and then immediately go straight back to the surface.
I think.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's especially for divers. Divers can only go down a certain distance before they can't go down any further. But been feeling dead more than usual, but I try to come by when I'm alive. Well, please don't feel dead. It'd be very sad. You already have enough people who are in that feeling point anyway. So at least hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. So glad to see you're kicking. Kick Gabe if you want, but don't kick me. All right, there's that. Throw him to the wolves in a little while.
Yeah, just wait for the stream to finish first. We've got content to produce.
Yeah. I don't finish until the game's over, and it ain't over yet. But anyway, it is the top of the hour, actually 2-hour mark. But I ain't gonna whatever the word is. But anyway, I do set aside some time to promote thyself. To promote myself, because obviously if I didn't do it, it wouldn't happen. So anyway, let's see. Well, Abe, whose stream are you on next? Because you got to be going to someone else's stream after this.
Well, yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually on a stream a few hours after this one.
Oh, whose stream?
I'm a regular on Beelzebub on Beelzebub's channel.
Oh yeah, I
ran
heard
by
that one.
Devil Made Me Do It.
Devil, I'm sure he did too. I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Hasn't Abe been on that one already? I thought no, not you. I mean Tomby. Has Tomby been on that one already?
Yeah, he's been on a couple of times. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So was Smooth the DJ.
That's right, Smooth. Dang it.
Yeah, and Paul Hadouken in the chat. He's a regular as well.
Paul Hadouken. Nice. Yeah, I forgot. I've got to get back to DJ Smooth because it's been kind of on and off and trying to get him back on again.
He's kind of struggling at the moment because of work and stuff like that. He's
a very busy man.
Yes. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's a busy man and he's got bills to pay. He's
a busy man from that merry old Deutschland, isn't he? He's actually half British too.
Do you sprechen the Deutsch?
Sprechen? I don't sprechen fuck all, you bar steward. I don't even speak fucking English, you bastard.
All right, well, calm your Cockney self down. But
there's a blurb on Tomby's channel of his missus, Ickle Pickle.
Yeah.
Sam, on one of the streams, because they've got dogs, they got cats, they got all sorts. And one of their cats jumped up whilst they were in a stream, and it just turned around, and she just went, and she is a proper Cockney, right? She's not just from London. She's an actual Cockney, right? And she was like, "Get your fucking ass out my face." And that's not even an exaggeration. That is practically a sound for sound replica.
I believe it too. I believe
Yeah.
it too. Well,
And
so
it's
is
amazing.
the great old Michael Caine, but he's a bit more proper.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine, that's right. I mean,
Michael Caine, the man who sounds the same in every movie.
He's retired from acting now, hasn't he?
He's not retired. He's retarded.
He'll be more. He can say that, but he's been in more movies than you ever be.
Michael Caine has done a lot of cocaine.
Maybe. Get my favorite recording. Get yo out of my.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Get your fucking ass out my face.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, he'll be on Beelzebub's stream in a few hours. Beelzebub, one of the two. On his stream in a few hours. So if you want to see Abe again because he's just oh so lovable, you can do that.
I'm sure you're quite welcome to join us if you want.
I am not going to be up that late. If I am, I'm probably going to be asleep. So it is the weekend, and I do want to sleep in late. I have a bad sleeping. I'm not like you. I can't do insomnia, and I don't. I'm not you. I don't have to work tomorrow, but still, I like to get my sleeping in late sort of thing. But it is.
Yeah, see, I'm more of a it's the weekend, I can sleep even less kind of guy.
Don't you always say that anyway, even if it's not the weekend?
Yes.
Bravo for honesty. Just everyone give a clap for Bravo for honesty.
There we go. There we go.
That's right.
Yay me.
That's
Yay
right.
me.
He feels the love.
I'm totally dysfunctional. Yes.
Well, at least you're not on fire. That's the best part.
Hey, the night is young.
The night is young and I'm hot.
The night is young, and by the end, I might be on fire. You bar steward.
Yeah, please, sir, I want some more. You freaking. Oh, that's not what Oliver Twist would say. I ain't yo Oliver Twist. Oi. I'm not either. Well, there you go. I'm not me either. That's a lot to take in, Steve.
Yeah. That's a whole philosophical question right there.
To be or not to be, that is Steve's question. Anyway.
To be or not to be is the most asinine fucking question in history.
And yet, it is still 400 years later, still going back in the history
Still
books.
quoted by the same people who don't understand it's completely asinine.
And that it's all a dream within a dream. Anyway, getting beyond that point, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, hold on. Whether you're on the Rumble side or YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, leave a like, share the content, leave a comment, or follow. Anything that helps engagement factor is much appreciated. Okay, 1 second. No. Coming out of 5 minutes, 20 right here. 25.
That's 20 subscribers. That's 25 subscribers.
A what? What? A what? A what? Exactly. But anyway, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment, or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because I do, even though I probably grow a lot more slowly on the YouTube side, I still grow, and I will be the one who beats the algorithm.
I am the one who grows.
I am the one who grows beyond the algorithm. That's right. But anyway, there's a again on either platform, like all that stuff. So, and of course, I have a link down below on either end. If you want to see what else I'm at, there's that. And if you'd like to take up the opportunity to come on the show, like Abe, who's at the door and knocks and asks, "When's more next?" What's the word? Exhibition? No, maybe not that word. When's more next appearance? and stuff like that. But yeah.
So on that note, Dara, when am I next coming on?
Your mama.
We've not even
that's
finished yet, but I want to know.
Yeah, your mama is what you're gonna find out. But anyway,
Yo, mama.
Anyway, well, you can go to the comment section down below or the link. Either way, any help with the engagement factor, and of course, link down below. I appreciate you all. And no, he's not. No, he's on all different places. But I'm not just on Rumble as well. So there's that. But yeah, that's probably the worst way to do promoting myself. But it is the weekend, and I just want to enjoy the night. And then I'll slowly drift off into the madness of space and time, and everything else. But how have the I haven't stopped by them in a long time, but how have the chinwags been going?
Yeah, they've been going pretty well. Yeah, we're getting like a much wider variety of people popping on as well now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know. I had the Tony Stark on, or Iron of Stark.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Can't remember what he calls him, but I've had him on. He's pretty cool. He's very eccentric, I think is a great word to describe him.
Yes.
But I can see why a bit. Nothing negative or anything. It's just
he's got a good voice.
Yeah, he's got a good voice. He can sing. He can sing pretty well. He can do voices.
He does kind of remind me a bit of Doomcock.
Oh, that's what he's talked about. Yeah, he talked about being
Yeah.
inspired by Doomcock and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very it's a very different turn than me as an individual. So
Yeah.
you have those difference of personalities. Nothing against, of course. I always have him back on. But he's he's a one of a kind, and that's the point of him being who he is, being one of a kind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Oh, screw you. Sorry, I had a pop-up come up. But yeah, no, I've had him on, of course. A lot of people on. I still can't get Stasis on. The guy just does not. I tried reaching out. I didn't hear back from him.
Yeah, he's kind of pushed for time in a way that a lot of people aren't really.
Yeah.
You know, he's got a young kid now,
Yep.
so and with the time disparity between the US,
And
like
the UK.
anywhere in the US and the
Yeah.
UK,
Mhm.
it's real difficult for him to get on. Like he can't even be on the chinwag anymore because it's just too
Wow.
late for him, and you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, well, family comes first.
It's true.
So
That's true. I almost feel like I'm a part of Tomby's family because I get to see him streaming almost all the time.
yeah, I see him streaming practically every day. I consider him a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a very reachable person on yeah, I know, Neuro, but at the end of the day though, I can't trust to be on one platform. I know, but I can't trust to be on
YouTube
one.
is ho.
Yeah. But I can't put any faith in one platform, so that's my stance.
Yeah, you gotta, if you're gonna do this,
Mm.
you can't put all of your eggs in one basket, can you? You just gotta spread it around a bit.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things for me about this is I get people make what's the word? Not create a loyalty, but they kind of build up a loyalty over time to a platform. You have people for Twitch, people for Kick, people for YouTube, all that stuff. Depending on what their needs and stuff are for. But I'm like, I feel like the person in the insane asylum telling people, you may want to not have all your stuff on one. You may not want to have all your stuff on a ship that's called the Titanic. So you may want to spread out a bit, but I get it. I get that. You see people on Twitch, you see people on Kick, and then of course Rumble as well. But I've learned that if you aren't learning from the lessons of YouTube, then you're not going to get very far.
Yeah.
And that's just, and I'm not only on 2 platforms because that's all I can handle, right? I mean, I there is another platform I've connected to, so we'll see about testing that one day. But the point of the matter is, though, is that I can't rely on any platform fully because they all are a business. I like
Yeah.
people to remind themselves of something. If you're using a platform for free, other than maybe like I know Twitch has their like turbo stuff and YouTube has its from YouTube Premium,
Mhm.
all this stuff. If you are using it for free, guess what you are?
You're the product.
You're the I was gonna say like you're the lapdog, but that might have not worked as well. You're the what's a good one? You're the show dog, basically, but not everyone gets to be shown, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Where's number 98? Oh well, there's no number 98. Oh, I'm over here.
You're the banana in the fruit bowl. Mm.
You're the one that has the weird looking hair, dog. Yeah, we'll just put you in the back. I was behind again. It's okay. You'll catch up soon enough.
Yeah, but that's true of pretty much all free products. That, like, if they are free, fundamentally, if you're using them, you are the monetizable asset
Hey,
that the company's taken advantage of.
Hey, you know what? I'm willing to be that for Microsoft because guess what? At least I can do my thing for free.
Well, that's the trade-off, isn't it? You know.
I'd rather be Microsoft than Google, but unfortunately, in order
Yeah.
to use YouTube, see that's the funny thing too. People will complain and stuff for Rumble, like maybe not forcing premium, but forcing certain things. But I'm like, but YouTube forces you to have a Gmail account.
Yeah.
You can't be on YouTube to watch anything unless you have a Gmail account. I think I know you can't be a creator.
Yeah, there's some of the weird thing as well with Instagram, isn't there?
Well, that's Meta, so it's like Facebook, Instagram, pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, and yeah, if you link certain accounts, you can't unlink them afterwards. It's just garbage.
Nope. That's like the whole, what was it? It's like the whole Adobe thing where you had to pay to cancel.
Yeah, that's
What?
ridiculous.
What? Are you kidding me?
I've got to pay you to not pay you? Fuck off.
I was like, I remember hearing about that, and then some people were able, made a big fuss that hopefully that changed it. But it's like, there are probably enough free programs or programs to try for free that Adobe's becoming less relevant.
Yeah.
Right. And it's stuff like Canva, right? I use Canva for my thumbnails and whatnot. But I mean, there's a free part and paid part. Paid part is because there are GIFs and graphs and all that stuff that you have to pay for. Like some of them are $1, depending on. But I mean, for $15 a month, you could be spending like every day I make a new thumbnail, I'm spending $8.
Yeah.
So it'd be either so it'd be $40 a week or $15 a month. I'd like to tell me which one is the better deal.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just like you can complain about one thing or another on the platform, but if they require you to have something in order to be on them, YouTube already has its thing and all that stuff, but it is what it is. But I'm on multiple platforms because one, it's all I can handle, and two, because people who don't understand those dynamics, especially again remembering the stories of old from YouTube. I don't. What was it? The one MXR, right? MXR plays or whatever they call themselves. They got booted.
That's a reference.
What, MXR plays?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got booted from YouTube. I mean, their stuff is on Patreon, but it's like they got booted from YouTube, and of course I think I can't remember. That's something on is like their thumbnails were a bit sketchy and all that stuff. But it's like there were many times where like YouTube has silenced us or whatever. I'm like, then be on more than one platform. And it's just like
yeah, the solution's pretty simple, really.
I mean, if you're getting paid by the platform to be on them, sure, but make sure your stuff is backed up after the fact.
Yeah.
But it's just like for MXR plays, they may have been married, a boyfriend, girlfriend for I don't know how long. I don't know what they were at a certain point. They were idiots, plain and simple. And I don't feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because they put it on themselves. I mean, again, as someone had once told me, or I'd heard, that their thumbnails and stuff were kind of sketchy. Even though YouTube, you can go look up naked yoga right now. So don't tell me what's sketchy on YouTube.
Oh yeah, there's so much sketchy shit out there.
Yeah, and it's just like
you can even find like breastfeeding videos.
Mm-hmm.
The women, they're not actually feeding real babies. That it's go on, get it.
It's a gnat. I got it.
Yeah,
no,
Team
I know.
Human 1, Nats 0. Yeah,
no, you're not.
And it's basically an excuse to get their tits out on a popular platform and get away with it.
Yeah.
Under the auspice of saying, "Oh, it's educational,"
or
no, this is clearly a kind of pornography that you're peddling.
Yeah, or artistic nudity is another one.
Yeah,
but but then you can have people kind of turn around for getting punished for violence, and it's like you have naked yoga on your platform.
Yeah,
how can you punish me for some? I get it, right? I get it. I got one stream. One of my pay it forward streams got restricted to 18 plus because I was watching someone else. They were watching some cop thing, whatever, and what happened was that I got a thing hit later by YouTube, and it was like this little time section here is where the violence was, blah blah blah. And it's like I went to look at the time. It's like there was no violence there. People were just running away, and I was like, trying to be of good spirit and stuff. So I was saying, there wasn't anything there at the time except people running away, but there was something like a police taking down somebody, at this certain time, and and all that stuff, and being of good, good kind of faith is like, oh well, hopefully that just takes me off the restriction.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was that the original time they gave me for what that violence spot was supposed to be at the time I gave them was like, I think around the 49-minute mark of the stream is where that police took down somebody down. Guess what the second email was to me in the timestamp?
I vaguely remember this happening to you, actually. Yeah.
2 minutes off the time I gave them in the email I sent them. 2 minutes off. 49 minutes. They came back with 48.50. I was like, what? I gave you that time. I basically gave you that time, and you're giving me 2 minutes, 2 seconds off from the time itself, and you're saying I promoting violence. Like, YouTube doesn't know its own rules from its own back end. But where do the people go to make their money? YouTube.
Yeah.
Where do people go keep the stay and get all the views and all that stuff? YouTube. Why is that? Because YouTube has it, because it's Google. It is what it is. YouTube is Google. No ways of getting around it. Educational filth. Well, you know what? They're getting paid for that too. So there's that. But
now, if they went to Rumble, then it's just educational, and they'd probably make more money.
Who knows? Or now there's reporting on Rumble too, so who knows about that? But it's just like, it's a very I don't want to say hypocritical, but it's a very dualish conversation when people talk about YouTube and the greatness it provides, while not also speaking on the downsides that YouTube has. Now, there were people I remember talking like how it was a hotbed for CP, I believe at one point, or child trafficking, one of the two, and it's just like, you can complain about the other platforms, even Rumble, as much as you want, But if you're using YouTube, you're in no better position other than the money and views.
Yeah, I remember when Facebook was just the worst place to be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really use it anymore. I still have one.
Mm.
I check it like once every few months, something like that.
Yeah.
But you could just see anything on there.
Yeah.
Like, you'd just be scrolling through your feed and like, oh, another casual beheading.
Yep.
And then followed by, oh, here's the latest cake I've baked. And it's like it's such a desensitizing atmosphere.
Yep. Yeah, but it's funny how people could complain on one platform or another, not realizing that they're all businesses. One, they're all businesses. Two, they all have their issues, and people will only speak on the good more than the bad, which is fine. Yeah. But then there are some who only speak on the good and never the bad, and it was like, we can have the conversation now. But yeah, I'm not. I've grown more on Rumble than I do on YouTube, but I still grow both either way. But I'm not gonna sit here and say one, that being on one platform is the best idea, because I don't know about you, but hearing that from someone drives me bananas up the wall. I feel like, again, the person who's the sane person in the insane asylum. I'm like, okay, do you really want to go down that road? Because I'm about to tell you a story of a man named John who just Sir, that story doesn't exist. Exactly, and that's the problem you have.
Yep.
So, but it is what it is. But yeah, I don't. Man, I'm tired of it. I enjoy doing what I do, and of course, like I said earlier, I'm putting Dara's Hangout down off the side because of just the scheduling challenge that comes with it. But boy, does being in the content creator sphere feel like you're in a conversation that, while there are some great ones to have, you still get the shite ones that want to bring up drama and all the stuff that comes with it. I don't give a rat's behind about the gossip, the drama, or whatever. I don't. If someone killed somebody and they haven't been caught or whatever, well, that's for the courts to decide, right? Or this or that or whatever. I don't give a rat's behind. I don't give a crap about the 24 news cycle stuff. I don't give a crap about all the things content creators talk about in order to get views or whatnot. I'm just here to do this thing that I didn't see very many people do on, and I am seeing success with it. That's it.
Yeah, but too much of all of those things are just grifty shite.
Well, and you can't tell. You can't tell who's the grifter and who's being honest and who's good. Because I'm not going to say, I've said before, I'm not going to tell people what to create for their content. I'm not going to do that, because I'll give my perspective and people can do with it what they will. But I'm not going to sit here and tell people what to create with content, because once you know rat butts here, that's right. Those rats have no butts and no tails. There you go. That's why when someone says rat tail in the locker room, you run. I don't feel right. But it's just like I feel like I fight against myself when that kind of thinking comes up, because it's not against anyone. It's rather against what the platforms have set up in order to be seen as successful. Because money's gotten involved, and the views are behind the money and all that stuff.
Yeah, you can't blame people for chasing, headlines or topics or things like that. I don't hold that against anyone at all. That's like, say for example, the amount of time you spend on a video. I remember when a lot of YouTube was like, most of the videos were like 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, because there were in the beginning of YouTube, the videos were just, it was in its beginning, obviously, but it's like there was no incentive the only incentive to create videos was just because it was YouTube, right? YouTube was about
just because you wanted to do it.
Yeah, just you wanted to do it. Like the first video ever, I think, is called The Day at the Zoo by one of the 3 people. But what was it? But now that money's become a part of that incentive across all of them, It
Yeah.
does kind of. I mean, I get it. I enjoy, when people donate and stuff. That's part of their deal. I'm not gonna tell them no. And I do try to do my thing with the questions from the hat to kind of give an incentive, but the conversations, man, the conversations across the pond, across the half of the world, across people of different perspectives. That's the real goal here.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the real flesh of the fruit.
Well,
and I think
it's
you're
an apple.
absolutely right. You know
If
that.
it's an apple, yeah.
It's okay. We're not comparing apples to oranges.
Oh, I meant peach. Sorry, because it has that. But anyway.
Well, on that point, why can't we compare fruit?
Because you're bananas. I don't want to get
Hey.
orange about it. Okay, calm it down.
Oh
Tired
my
of these.
God.
I'm tired of these fruit puns. You're just on the chin wag, and Tomby says something. It's like, look, I get you guys enjoy that, but stop being bananas about it. It's all peaches over here, but not.
You know, it's funny that I think it's pineapples.
Mm.
They're only called pineapples in English. In almost every other European language, they're known as ananas. Right.
That's a weird way to call them, ananas.
Yeah.
They're just
so I don't know what they call bananas. Because it's just ananas with a B on the front.
Yeah. Bananas.
So was it a case of like we were just like, ananas, bit too close to bananas. Fuck it, pineapples. And I'm like, where did that come from? I don't know. I just looked around. I saw a pine. I saw an apple. I made it up. It's like we're not even in that climate. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm just vamping with my imagination. Thank you.
Yeah, and it takes 2 years for a pineapple to grow. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, but yeah, I just that's why I think my difficulty and when I go on other people's shows is that not always a difficult, but it's why I have a hard time. I think the challenge for me is being part of that format where there's a structure to it, because I don't, I'm up for playing dodgeball, but tag sometimes sounds a little nicer because you're a little more free roaming, but or other games that are outside that involve more. But it's just, well, you can be outside playing dodgeball. Anyway, forget that part. That's a bad analogy.
Huge dodgeball.
If you can dodge a
Dodgeball
wrench,
with 10,000 people.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Let's go for it. It's just,
wrench ball.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing with when I had.
Are we throwing balls now? No, we're just hitting each other with wrenches. It's all out war.
Ugh, I'll doubt you'd have people dead on the floor by the end of it. But
Yep.
that's the thing with, like, when I had Ryan Rajan, there was no like argument, but it was like the discussion of structured versus unstructured. And when he was on, he was talking how you'd watch like people like Neurotic and stuff and trying to better his format and whatnot. And that's fine. But for me, it was like there's a stiflingness to that for me. I get that. I mean, like my Rumble Squared, there is a structure, but I do keep a free range of it so people can express their of what for Rumble and all this stuff. Or with Darachat, there's a small structure, or Dara's Hangout. Then there's a small structure, but there's still more space to just roam around. But doing shows like, and it's not, and again, many other people I've had on or been part of have do those type of shows, but I just can't. That structure doesn't feel fit to me well. If that makes sense.
I think it pays to allow for more tangential avenues of conversation, because no matter how many people you've got on it, you can just go in any direction you like, and it flows like a natural conversation.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when you watch those video games or movies where you get the person who has the treasure map, and they've got to follow the map, but how do they get to the point of where the map points to? They have to go around all this stuff, and you're not climbing like the safe. Now in the games it's a little different because like you'll see a hint of yellow or like a white thing or whatever, and they'll point the way. But it's sort of like you got a treasure map. Okay, so here's the end point. But how do you get over the mountains or through the river or all that stuff? You gotta kind of have to get creative with it.
Well, it's just like life in general, though, isn't it? Like, we all know how it's all going to end. The interesting part is between now and then. And if you were told exactly how it was going to go from right now till the very end, you'd be bored to tears. You'd be like, let's speed up that ending, can we? Let's just bring it forward a little bit. Yeah. This shit is boring.
Burn through the tape. Burn through the tape. But yeah, no, it's the and again, I've met some people too who do that sort of free flowing format. But I'm like, they do kind of. It feels like they kind of get stuck in the circle of they invite the people that they get on, the friends and stuff, and then they just stick there. And maybe once in a while they'll invite new people on, but they'll still have that big circle of friends. It's the FNT effect, if I can call it that. It's the FNT effect. You have like 8 people surrounding the guest in the center, and majority of the time the guest doesn't even get to say anything, and that's not to their detriment, right? Because you don't know about people anxiety or whatever, big star person or whatnot. But the go on.
We when we're on the chinwag, we try and give as much time and attention to the guest as possible, because we know we're all going to be here the rest of the time, and if their time is limited and the audience is probably used to our collective bullshit, then we'd rather give them a bit of a step up and say, okay, it's your time to talk about whatever you like, and then we'll just bounce off you,
Yeah.
Whereas with FNT, it is a bit more rigid, I think.
What FNT, I don't remember how far back I was watching. Well, I was watching when Az was still on. Now he's dead. But that's metaphorical. That's that.
R.I.P.
It's a bit more metaphorical. But it's sort of like that's sort of why I based off of with Darachat and all that stuff is I didn't want that, because that was it was sort of like, you have all the friends and stuff and that's fine, but it was very inhibiting. Like you have this guest on who, sure, they're along to enjoy it for the ride and stuff, but it's like, where's the conversation at beyond the scope of, here are the topics to talk about? I would rather have, here's how I would say, Gary, here's how we're gonna do it. No topics. Where do you start?
Yeah.
Where do you start? I would challenge people, right? I would challenge people. I showed Google Earth and stuff, so there's that. But no topics. I want you to start with no topics. All right. I want you to go in.
If that were the case on the old FNT when Az was still on there, and Gary said, "Okay, no topics, let's go," Az would immediately burp boobs. And there you go. You got a 3 or 4 hour show right there.
That's that. Well, you kind of, that was even do it on FNT too. But yeah, I just want to see. I want to see just the challenge. Not that they have to do it. Don't listen to me. Content creation should be about what you guys want to create. Don't listen to me. I'm just giving my perspective. I want to see people. Right, if they can do it. I want to see them starting from nowhere and ending somewhere, and they don't even use the share screen at all.
Yeah.
Like they don't share the screen. If you're trying to look up something geographical, like what we were doing with the Titanic stuff, I get that sort of thing, or trying to reaffirm data, like you heard something, you want to reaffirm that. I get that. But I'd like to see people start from a place of nowhere, nothing, and just build from there. Just as a challenge, right? Like nothing. You don't want to. I don't care, right? Don't listen to me. I'm nobody to the big people out there. I just want to see it as a challenge because I've done that many a times. And I'm not saying that makes me better. I'm just saying I've done that. I've done from the scaling of nothing, right? I may have had a thought in my mind. I was like, okay, maybe like ask them their username thing or whatever. But it always starts.
Ooh, get Dara and all of his fancy stuff. Look at how good he's done.
Yeah. Okay, you can drop that. And then Abe never returned again.
And yet was always in every chat.
He was
never to leave.
Good, because sometimes it gives me my YouTube side something. If you were to look at all my numbers for the YouTube side, the only time I ever get like a big group is if it's someone well known. But even then, it's just YouTube is an ocean. I know it's gonna be it's either gonna be a slow burn or a what is it, like a desert with a scarecrow. It's like, what's the scarecrow doing in the desert? There's nothing here.
Imagine how dry a scarecrow would be in a desert.
Just as dry as a scarecrow would be in the desert.
It'd be like super dry. You'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna burst into flames any second now.
Oh, look, there's a spark. But no,
what if it was a vampire scarecrow?
Then the story ends. That's basically the end of the story right there. And then then Dracula had burned up in smoke after being tied to a post for too long.
Imagine that though. Imagine that was the fate of every vampire. That every scarecrow you see was once a vampire, but they got caught out in the sun, burnt the fuck up. That's it. You're a scarecrow now.
All right, Abe. Start writing it down, Abe. You got your book.
There you go.
Yeah. Abe's story of vampires.
I'm going to call it Abe versus Dracula and his vampire bitches.
If you're going to say it like that, though, now you got to give them like that.
And it's set in the modern day as well, not the 19th century like all of these shite stories are.
No,
I'd be like, hey, bro, check me out.
Yeah, it's set in the 1970s.
I've got a light on my phone. Boom. Yeah. Oh, scarecrow.
Yeah.
Next.
It'd be like you do like the 1970s where it's like, sucker, you put all that stuff out there.
Yeah, it's just me going around with an afro. And people are like, is this racially insensitive? I'm like, you don't know what race I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even
Maybe I'm a kind of race that doesn't exist anymore or never has existed. It's up to me because that's how I identify. I identify as as a Dracula and his vampire bitches killer. That's my ethnicity, bitch.
You gotta do
now. Come here, let me flash this light on you.
Yeah, you gotta do like Blackula with his like girl horrors or something like that. And
what you talking about, motherfucker?
Ooh, girl. That Van Helsing think he can take us?
This Dracula motherfucker. Get the fuck on out of here.
Works. Perfect. Perfect.
The whitest man on earth with a gigantic afro.
Yeah.
Just shining a mobile phone's light on someone in the dark. Just in hopes they'll turn into a scarecrow.
That's right. With Dracula and his witches. That's right. That's where you go. And you send them back to That's right. Send them back to the 70s. That will work. That will work. That's a show. That's a movie right there. Austin Powers could have done it, but he missed out. But anyway, Abe's a wild one. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, Steve. He's a wild one. But no, going back to before. I mean, I haven't been on the chin wagon in a while because it's just the timing is like by the time they start, I'm already at work, and then it's like I'm eating lunch because I eat my lunch when I get home. But I'd love to come on again, but I know the timing's off, so I can't really always do it. But
just send me or Tomby or anyone on the panel a message. We'll figure something out. You can still eat your lunch. Just turn off your camera, mute yourself, eat your lunch, and you're still on the panel. And then in between, just unmute yourself. Turn your camera on every now and then. Just go, yeah, absolutely. Mute yourself, turn your camera off. finish your food. You know,
I'd be like, this steak tastes so good. And they're like, can you just comment down over there? No, I cooked this steak myself. It's a cheap cut. You know, this cut only cost me like $5.
Like,
I'm gonna eat it.
you turn your camera back on, you unmute yourself, and just go, yes, I completely agree with your opinions on this complex geopolitical situation. Thank you. Then
you
just mute yourself, turn your camera off, finish
Yeah.
off your steak.
And you just see me pick at the steak like, oh, he's
Yeah,
good.
when it comes back on, you just there with a toothpick, just pulling things out your teeth, just just flossing.
That boy ain't right. Look at him. He's trying to show off over there. Oh my goodness. But I really mean it though. If there were people who really want to challenge themselves and say, well, oh, woe is me, why am I not getting enough views or whatever? I really challenge them. I want you to start from a point of nothing and show me what you can build with only what you know alone. No topics, no going to articles, no, if you have to re-clarify, data or whatever, that's fine.
You know
showing them
nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah. See, you almost sound like him too. But
get out! Get out! This is my stream now, you bastard.
It's not your stream.
Get out!
You watch yourself, young man. Uh-oh.
Nope.
Yeah, you thought that.
Oh, there you go. You got out, bitch. That's right.
And I came back in too. Guess who's the owner of the stream now? What? You thought you could throw me out, and I say nay to that.
Nay, good sir. I do bite my thumb, sir.
That just sounds like an adult that hasn't grown up yet. Like, you still suck your thumb, thumb sucker.
No, it's Shakespeare, you fucking pleb.
You call me off for the Hamlet one. You're like, it means it's asinine. It's like, okay,
it's Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, well, what do I know?
Nothing apparently.
Hey, you shush yourself.
You know nothing, Daramouthe.
You shush yourself.
Daramouthe.
Yeah, you're about to be mouthed in the mouth. Goodness sake!
I'm gonna moof your mouth, motherfucker.
That's right. Jive turkey. What you say?
I speak jive.
Yeah. English man speaks many words, knows them well.
Me speak big words. Me smart man.
Yes.
Me English man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Me no British.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Me English. Me smart man.
Can we hurry this up, please? I got a dinner appointment I got to. No. But no. I would. That's the challenge. That's the challenge I put out to everyone. Is that I'd like to see you start from nothing. No articles, no nothing. If you need to clarify something, that's fine. But you have to start from nothing. And you got to show me what you can build from nothing.
Well, let me just have a quick look. I'm on 30 subscribers on YouTube right now.
I'm not talking to you directly. Come on.
No. I'm going to use myself as an example. I've got 30 subscribers and approximately 0 content so far.
Ooh. Yeah, because you're friends with other people who make content.
Maybe. Apparently, I don't know enough of them.
Yeah, have you met the big famous ones yet?
Yes, I do actually know some of the big famous ones.
Have you been on their shows yet, though? Huh?
I have not, no, because apparently I have yet to make any content.
Well, that's too. Like I heard that some you have to there was stories of I heard of you have to be this many amount of followers to be on somebody's show, or you have to pay them to be on your show. It's fudge that noise.
Yeah.
Fudge that noise. If I have to pay to be on
it's like a weird entry fee, isn't it?
I mean, I get the time thing, right? Your time is precious and all this stuff. I get that. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's where you get to set the time limit and all this stuff. Oh, it's 30 minutes. Okay, let's just do 30 minutes. But if you don't want to be on and I have to pay to be on, then no. I'll say no outright to you. I don't give a rat's behind. You are one person against I don't know how many people could speak English at this point. Some who speak English don't speak
I
English.
know, I'm still learning.
Yeah, I was trying not to point to you, but it's okay.
Cool. It's fine.
I wasn't. What is your word today?
I can almost make those words, can't I? You bar steward.
Yeah, that's what it was. English don't. That's that I have to give you credit for those vowels.
It's sort of like the equivalent of Arnold Schwarzenegger just going, isn't it? Just in the middle of his words.
He comes to the chopper and I say,
"Get to the chopper."
There is no chopper. There's only a tank, and I go into the tank.
There is no chopper. There's only.
Oh, hold on, Thomas. Honesty is a privilege, not a right. So you have to be careful that with it.
Well, thanks, Thomas. Thank you.
He calls me the CEO of racism. You know what? I can't listen to that guy.
What, Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's probably right.
Yeah. You know what? Screw you. You Brit. Yeah, that's
Screw your freedom.
That's true. He did say that, though, for those who don't know, but he did say that.
He did actually say that, yeah.
But
he did also apologize later on for it.
Oh, he apologized? Oh, I didn't hear about that. I tend not to listen to celebrities.
It's like you should have apologized for this way sooner.
Let me crap into an old diaper and then just throw it in your face there, old Arnold. Find the guy who still whips his workers from That's right, Thomas. You're in for a whipping now too.
Joke's on you. He's into that shit.
Well, his last name is Blackfire, so I mean, you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You should. Yeah, I know. No, you're still getting the whip though, so you might want to hold back a bit. But anyway.
Yeah. Keep the assless chaps for later.
Yeah, the lynchings will begin at 9, and if you pay $2, you get to have 2 lynchings. Or whippings.
Rumble exclusive, folks.
No. No, sir. It's called a joke. It's called a joke. It's what it's for. If people believe that off the face, it's just as it is, I'd have to laugh at them in their face because like, you're an idiot. You think I'm gonna take a whip and whip somebody with it? You're about as dumb as the day you were born, and that's saying something. But you're about as dumb as a box of rocks. Well, how smart is a box of rocks? If you have to ask that question, then you are as dumb as a box of rocks. But yeah, I just want that's inquisitive news to me now. I'd like to see that. I would like to see people, gamers, political talkers, whoever they are, start from nothing. See how it goes. I want to see how creative you really get when you have nothing to hold you up, speaking wise, but in the sense of like, you know, looking at articles or video clips, whatever. I just want to see it because it almost feels like putting that same challenge towards like reactors, like they react to other people's content. I almost feel like I almost feel like the challenge in itself. For me, if someone were to challenge me that, I said, sure, let's go. Other people, I'm sure they'd be like, I don't know about that. And I'm like, well, then that shows you that you may not have the skills that will, whatever. But you don't have to follow me. You don't have to.
I've been teasing it for a while. About me putting some content out.
Oh, finally?
Yeah. I've got quite a few ideas. I just need to be bothered to actually follow through with them.
Well, what would you like to put out there?
Well,
I'm hearing the ums, but I don't hear the after. Come on, what you got?
Well, I was going to put out video.
Mhm.
Some of them I can't really tell you because it will sort of give the game away of the point of the video.
Right. So
I'm not
is this
saying they're going to be clickbaity, but they might be a bit clickbaity.
so there's no general term you can give me. You're more like saying yes,
So,
but
for
no.
example, one of the titles for a video I'm going to do it. All right. Is the greatest game about Japan.
Ooh,
That's the only hint. That's the only hint I'm going to give you.
Is that Go? Isn't that Go or Shoji? Wait, what's that? Which one is it? Is it Go or Shoji that they play real? Because it's sort of like chess or before chess. I can't remember.
No. It's the greatest game about Japan.
Well, then you lost.
Not from Japan.
Okay, all right, I get you. I hear you. Okay.
Yeah.
I
was also gonna do another video.
That
I still haven't settled on the format for. About Star Trek Lower Decks.
Oh, that's old. Is that still going?
No, it actually finished within the past several months.
Oh.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people really hate the show.
Yes.
And I did as well at first.
Right. Okay.
I thought, okay, this is some woke bullshit. I appreciate the references. Don't really like the bullshit though.
Yeah, add more.
There's more to it than that, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that wouldn't even be a video. That'd be a short. That'd be a 10-second short. It'd be like, yeah, it was all right. It wasn't too bad. Didn't like the bullshit. Got better. Fuck off. See you next video, folks.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people who do that though. That make short stuff like. Well, I mean, it's TikTok. TikTok does that.
Yeah.
But you could have done more emphasis like bullshit right there, bullshit.
Episode 1 of fucking bollocks.
Welcome
Hello,
to
you American young bastards or bar stewards.
Welcome to my show called F You and Get Over Yourself.
Welcome to the show of mental retardation where we can't speak.
I can
just
see
have
you
like
doing...
a regular British person there.
I
like,
can
oh, really?
see
So,
you...
what are the topics on today's show? I don't know. I can't understand a fatting word you're saying, you bar steward.
You know what? That actually sounds like when Craig Ferguson did his show and he had that robot, or before Jeff Peterson became Jeff Peterson, and he was doing the voicing for it, and you could, it was sort of like that robotic tone. That is that thing, and sort of has that cadence to it, and that's what it reminded me of. Or Craig Ferguson's backdrop.
Craig Ferguson's mint. Is he still doing his show?
He's doing he does a podcast called Joy, and I mean, if I could ever get to talk to him in such a manner, that'd be great. But that's kind of a far-fetched ordeal. Worth a try though. But he does his thing is about talking to people about joy in some way. But he was doing there's one episode where he was doing like the tweets and emails thing sort of again that he did from his old show, and he would just go on and off these tangents of his history and bits and pieces of ask from the email. It'd be so long on each email, but it's sort of like, I mean, you'd have to have someone to rein him in, obviously, to kind of bring back to the conversation. But it's like that's part of what inspired me to do my show as well, is the Craig Ferguson show, and of course Whose Line Anyway, because there's that improvisation, right? Of course, Whose Line Is It Anyway? There was a UK version. I know, but I was in the Drew Carey area, so suck it. That doesn't help much because the majority of the people that were on the US version were also
they were on both shows.
Yeah. But the thing of it is that there's a power to that sort of thing where you can, maybe if you can't, every time you come across a challenging person where, it's difficult to get to converse or whatever, you come across a person who can help improve you improvise. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's what the whole thing was with Whose Line It Is anyway, and sort of what with Craig Ferguson shows that there was some form of improv, well, some form with his, but the whole show of Whose Line was built upon improvisation. But there's a power to that sort of thing when you can just, you get prompts like they did with, Scenes from Hat and all that stuff, but you have to carry it the rest of the way. I can say, Abe, what's one of the ones? What is something you can say about a car, but you can't say about your girlfriend? And that you would take from there, and you'd be like, I don't know. And I would say,
I think I remember one of those.
Yeah.
What's his name? Was it Ryan, the tall bloke?
Ryan Stiles is what you're talking about.
Yes, Ryan Stiles. Yeah, he walked out on stage and he said, "It's gonna be tough to fill in that divot."
Oh man, now that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I would always that's one of my most favorite shows or favorite games of that show was Scenes from Hat, because that in itself is probably the purest. I mean, I like Greatest Hits, and then you had Props, which was another one, and then you had there was another one. They had weird newscasters and all stuff, but Scenes from the Hat, as its most basic form, is basically a bunch of people, improvisers. They're given a prompt, and they all have to come up something off the top of their head. That's powerful.
Yeah.
When you can think quick, right? And not everything in life requires that, but when you can think quick and act quick, and you're able to come off with the top of your head, you become something a bit unpredictable that when people talk to you, they aren't sure where it's going to go next. And people like a little bit of adventure. Just a little bit, right? You have all these stories out there, Tolkien, all that stuff. There's a bit of having an adventure with that. Maybe not. I don't know everyone, okay? I'll admit that.
All right, some people have described me in those kinds of terms.
Balderdash. Horse hockey.
And I do find for a lot of people, it sort of unsettles them a little bit more than anything else. Like the people you can really vibe with are people who just roll with it, because they're probably the same kind of person too. Like you can just carry on talking until you get to a certain point where you're like, man, we've been talking for 20 hours straight. We should probably go to bed. Yeah. But a lot of people, they like that kind of predictability in their daily lives, in their conversations.
Right.
So yeah, it's not necessarily a compliment or anything, I think.
But it's not it's not a negative, because that's, for me, that's where the challenge lies, right? How do you get someone who's doesn't show their face, right? I mean, you don't show your face, other people don't show their face, who doesn't show their face, who has a bit of anxiety because they're going on something they know nothing about, they don't have a road, they're trusting on you to provide that trip, right? To be the map, to be the tour guide or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you meet that challenge? Right? Because for me, that's maybe not the most exciting part, but that's an exciting part of this ordeal where you can say, I may not know how we'll start and I may not know how it end, but I can guarantee you'll be glad to have come on. Maybe you'll still have a bit of anxiety feeling or whatever, but at the end of the day, you just did something that some people would have not taken up on, and they would have just whatever. And therein lies I've had people on who was like trying to draw water from stone. You can ask Jack Tarlett. I had one person that was like all that. I was just going off the Rolodex of all this stuff, but I was able to continue, and I can take that challenge.
Yeah, you're the king of vamping now.
I can take that challenge from, but it's true. I could take that challenge with the person I had or persons I've had, and I can transition that part onto the next person who's like that, because now the difficulty of that remark is from here to here.
Yeah.
Because you've had that experience. I get what you're saying about that remark, because there are some people who are like that. It's like, I like a little particular. What are we going to talk about and all stuff? But life's not like that.
No,
right?
Not at all. No.
I understand people in Japan like living that type of life, whatever. There's a predictability and all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I'd like to go to those vending machines one day. That's one of the draws for me to go to Japan.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the problem of it is that life is not about predictability. It's how you handle the unpredictable moments.
Yeah. I believe it or not, I used to be a door-to-door salesman at one point in my life.
Oh goodness. All right. All right, that's enough of this show. I'm gonna have to cut it off now. This is the end of the show right here. We have to cut off because I don't need any sales.
I'd be like, knock, knock. They'd open the door. I'd be like, hello, miss. Would you be interested in some of these Bad Dragon products that we've got on sale today?
Oh, come on. Come on. Jeez. So how'd that go anyway?
1
out of 10, how did it go? How did it go? 1 out of 10, how did it go? A 4 or a 3?
I would say maybe a 4.
Okay, well, that's not bad.
I'd give it that mainly because the hours were incredibly long.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like I'd be working over 100 hours a week.
Gosh.
As standard, and you weren't even guaranteed any income.
Jeez.
So that's yeah. Those Bad Dragon products are on their way to you right now, Steve. Don't worry about it. Got a big care package for you.
Oh, it's a big care package, all right. But I mean,
more ways than one.
So yeah, long hours, understandable. Yeah.
So with something like that, though, something that it did help me with, because believe it or not, I'm actually quite an introverted person.
Right.
I don't show my face mainly because it will give off, the sort of, if you see my face, you'll be turned to stone sort of effect.
Yeah,
so,
like Medusa.
Yeah, like a full-blown Medusa effect, yeah.
We'll go with that.
So I'm actually doing everyone a favor there. You're welcome.
Thank goodness I'm wearing sunglasses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, my visage will penetrate that shit immediately.
Oh, okay, all right.
You're done.
Okay, I get it.
But what we used to do is we'd have a basic script, right? So you'd approach a door, you knock on it, then you'd change your physical profile so you stood side on, so that you appeared physically smaller to the person than if you were face on.
Yep.
And then you'd start relating to the customer based on the people who are around the area.
Yep.
And so you'd say, oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, I've just been talking to Jeanette up the road, or Daramouthe down the street. He's a bit of a dick, but I totally get it. You know.
All right, I'm done.
Steve across the road with all of the Bad Dragon products. Yeah. Well, I've been talking to all the people in the neighborhood, and so you'd stick to a basic form of script that had like a limited level of tangentiality to it, if you could call it that.
Yeah, tangentiality.
So yeah, it gives you that kind of flexibility to work within a script that you already have.
Mhm.
So that was interesting. And then sometimes the more advanced sales techniques were you thinking on your feet first and foremost, and then adapting that into a script.
Mhm.
So, for example, I used to sell I used to sell children's books, right? Children's educational books.
Mhm.
And I'd go into one house, I'd be there with the parents and the kids,
Mhm.
and the kids would be going through the books and things like that.
Mhm.
And they throw up a kind of objection, and that's something else I'll talk about in a second. The
Mhm.
objection training.
Mhm.
People, the most experienced salespeople, love to have me as sort of like the beat up doll, so to speak, because
Yeah.
I would throw up the greatest objections that
Mhm.
would make them think so hard on their feet.
Mhm.
On the moment, just trying to figure out how to get around my objection so that
Right.
they could just get in the house, show the product, try and make the sale.
Yeah.
Right. I'd throw the maddest shit out there, and it would throw them off every time.
Mhm.
No repetition. Everyone gets something different, and it would make them absolutely mental.
Mhm.
Can't sell education books these days. Yeah.
Mhm. Steve knows. He tried buying those books from you too, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. I know, right? Yeah, that's why we resulted in getting him the Bad Dragon Care package. We figured that it's more safe education. Figured.
Oh goodness.
But yeah, so in one particular scenario,
Mm.
I'd have a family that says, well, you know, our kids are going to school. I don't think we need any extra books and things like that.
Mm.
And then you throw in something like the analogy of a room with only one window.
Mhm.
So you'd say, well, yeah, I completely understand that. I completely get that.
Mhm.
You know, but if you're in a room with only one window, you're only getting so much light into it, aren't you?
Mhm.
What if you had 2 windows, 3 windows,
Mm.
4 windows? You get more light in the room than you did before. You
Mhm.
get different perspectives.
Mhm.
You get greater knowledge.
Mhm.
Maybe that could benefit your kids.
Mhm.
And that gives them pause.
Yep.
To reconsider
Mhm.
their objection.
Mhm. See, it's something hard to argue against because in itself it is a truth.
Yes.
It is a truth. But the problem of it is that you're selling them a product they probably don't need anyway because you can go to a library and
Yes.
get the books. So it's a truth wrapping itself around selling a product, which I mean that happens in marketing almost all the time anyway. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
door-to-door salesmen aren't very much unless you're like Mary Kay or Avon or something like that. It doesn't really happen much anymore. But every point you've made, I could see where you're going at because it's all a basis of psychology. Because the first point you had made about talking to the people in the neighborhood, that's called social proof. And so that's something that, you know, oh, I talked to Jamie down the street. I talked to Dave around the way.
Establishes trustworthiness.
Yes, it's credibility. You build a form of credibility.
Yeah.
That's social proof. And then you go on to the other stuff where, yes, you're sort of pointing out a truth. The other truth is that they don't even need it anyway because, again, they already have places where they can go and get that stuff for free. But you're pointing out a truth of one window, right? Oh, the more windows you bring in, the more light you get in. Don't you want more light?
Oh yeah, bearing in mind the whole time when I was selling those products, I was doing a full-blown hardcore British accent. So I was like, all right, bird, I hear your kids are dumb, ain't they? I got me these books, and I think they can help your kids because they're dumb, ain't they? Bar stewards.
Yeah, I get that remark. Yeah, I get that remark, right? But never asking you a question again. But the point of the matter is, I understand where you're going with, because I remember when as a kid they did have like Amway. Amway was a big thing. It still is a big thing in the U.S., but it's a very pyramid like scheme, because you have all these diamonds and people underneath and all
a
that
lot
stuff.
of them are really.
Yeah. But the point of the matter is, though, is that people get seen an opportunity, and there's nothing wrong with opportunity. Don't get me wrong, but there are people who will use that to make money off, that stuff, and that kind of, and those kind of schemes. But with yours is pointing out a truth. But there's also another side of that coin. It's like they don't need the book, because it's like trying to sell Encyclopedia Britannica. Oh, you need these things, and then 10 years later you have the internet, and then it's like Encyclopedia Britannica is really not much worth it, unless of course you want to talk about all the intricacies of like editing of information on the internet, all that stuff. Then Encyclopedia Britannica may need to make a comeback in the door to salesman. So Abe, you might need to brush up on your skills. But
I used to actually have the complete set of Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Now I know how you're so smart.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, well, you know what? Give a compliment, get stripped away by the same person. But anyway.
Yeah.
But
if we're redefining smart, then yeah, sure.
Oh, good. I would have gone with redefining genius, but since you want to go there.
Well, I wouldn't define myself as genius, but I mean, Daramouthe kind of implied it, so.
On this time on Breakers and Binges, we're here to talk about the word genius.
Next time I'm on, you'll be like, and here's my special guest today, Abe. And I'll be like, all right, you bar steward. And like, everyone should know that Abe is in fact a genius.
Yes.
That's right.
He's a
I read a
genius.
book one time. It was called The Hungry Caterpillar. And I read at least half of that book. It were big.
Yes.
Bar steward.
And he's gonna refresh. But like Steve said, only things they can't rewrite are media already written. True. And then Steve says, old media probably has value as the woke lot are attempting to rewrite history. Steve, I'm sorry to tell you, history is not history because we don't know the truth to it very much. Because as the saying goes, the victors can write history. Even losers too, but there's still a bias towards it. Every part of history has a bias towards it because we aren't sure what is true history, because we're still digging up stuff that doesn't make sense to the pieces that have been put before. So
to this day, I'm still not sure who originated the quote, history is written by the victors, because I always intrinsically associate it with the Klingons in Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, no, it can't be. It's got to be like an old Roman proverb or something like this.
Yeah. Well, you don't know. I doubt anyone knows the origin story of the tortoise and the hare, even though that story has value implications in it and all that stuff. But I doubt anyone knows who originated that story. Like, how are you gonna know? The stories. That's what usually ends up with things. Is if a story is good enough, it can last almost forever. But the problem of it is, how good are you at making a story that can last forever?
Yeah.
I refuse to believe the light bulb was invented by a transgender goat. Well, if you stop playing Goat Simulator, you might get to that point. All right, don't play that game anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is 3 hours past, and I think we're gonna start winding it down because I'm gonna do my premium bit because I do have a stream tomorrow, and I usually show people us setting up the stream. But before we go, we'll do the promotional stuff because yay, fun times. But anyway, Abe is going to be on a show later in a few hours on the Beelzebub pub. So if you want to see him drink with the devil, which he kind of pretends to be sometimes, then
Me?
well, you know.
I'm an angel, good sir.
You and Angel's like slapping me in the face with a fish like Monty Python. Don't you dare. I know the truth. I know the truth. But yes, it'll be on. You don't have a link to that stream, do you?
If you bear with me just 1 second, I'll get one for you.
And one. All right, that's the end of that.
Yeah, bugger off. Right. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. He's got it right here. I'll post it out for everyone. All right. And from Abe, stream tonight, and this is the stream he's going to be at later tonight. So if you want to see him talk and walk with the devil, supposedly,
I'm gonna be talking like a British person, like a bar steward.
It's gonna be a shy day.
It's gonna be shy like the rest of life.
Always look on the prize. But that's where he'll be later tonight. So if you want to go see Abe and his shenanigans with other people who he knows, that's the place to go. If not, then yeah, sure. But anyway, yes.
Yeah, if not, then don't.
Yeah.
Do something else.
It's the weekend. Do whatever you want. Except for you know what? I'll take that back. Do whatever is within legal reason. I'll leave it at that. Because people will be like, oh, but he said I could do whatever I want. If I have to explain.
It's like, oh, is that why you did a mountain of meth and went on a spree driving over people?
Hey, you know what? If it don't come a bumping, then it don't come a thumping. All right, that's what it's saying.
True story.
Word. But anyway, yes, he'll be on that tonight. Of course, his link to his Twitter X is on there. So if you want to check the man out, or his Power Rangers helmet, which he's a big Power Rangers fan, as I've learned. He probably can say the magic words that make you change into a Power Ranger. Say it.
No.
Well, never mind then. Worthless. Just
no. That actually is the magic word. I'm the negative Power Ranger.
It's about the power.
I throw the morpher up and I just go, no.
That's the
that's it, and then I transform.
That's the one I throw on my butt and say, yeah, I get it. But anyway.
No, your butt says it's morphin time.
It's morphin time.
It's getting wider.
It's one of those days where you know it's gonna be a bad one, but you gotta get through it. Otherwise, it's gonna be a very long day on that porcelain bowl. But yeah, but anyway, he'll be there. His Twitter X link is down there. Check him out. If you were to follow, well, you know what to do. But if not, well,
I'll be there in about 3.5 hours.
He'll be there in about 3.5 hours, he says. So listen, man. Yeah. I am trying to translate just in case you don't understand the English.
3.5 hours, you bar steward.
I'm sure there'd be like 3.5 clicks or something like that. But
3.5 clicks.
You know what?
Military.
Yeah. You never know. You could have gone with that excuse, but anyway. Anyway, from my end of things, whether on the Rumble side or the YouTube side, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated, because not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to, it also helps in having other people on, like Gabe, like UB Legend, like Tomby, like Jack, like Yarnwich, like so many other people. Whether they're a creator or not, it does not matter. It just matters if you're willing to take up the opportunity to have a conversation, because it seems like the easiest thing in the world, but many people do not have an easy time with it. And that's why I do my show, Darachat. So, any help with the engagement factor, much appreciated on either platform. It's fine. I also have a link down below that will link you to my Twitter X, my email, DMs, my Discord, stuff like that. You could see me there. If you'd like to come on, well, guess what? There's a comment section down below or the link. Either way, there are paths to find me if you wish. But again, any help with the engagement factor and link down below. I appreciate you all. But beyond that scope, that will tomorrow at 7 p.m. Hold on, I gotta look at my calendar. I've got to look at my calendar. Hold on. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, I get to have a gentleman, GG 2015. He was trying to have him on previously before, but he had to have a go in for surgery, so we'll see how he's doing from there. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you'll be able to join me for that. And of course, as always, I save the best for last. Questions from Matt. That's right. I have a hat, have questions in it. So what happens with that? If you guys are all willing to listen with your perked up ears, questions from Matt is where I take out my guest gets 2 freebies from it. And 2 freebies from the hat and all that sort of stuff. But this is where you guys come in. If you want more than those 2 questions asked, you got to give a rant for it. Now, obviously, I'm on YouTube too, but I'm not monetized. So, sorry, YouTube. Just how the way the cookie crumbles. However, if you're on Hat of Doom, no, it's questions from Hat, Steve.
I was
no
waiting
matter
for him to say that.
now how many times you ever say it, it still won't change. But I appreciate your ability to keep it up. but yes, if you're on the Rumble side, if you want to see more than a 2, guess what? You can give a Rumble rant, and it doesn't matter the amount. You just have to give a Rumble rant. So, first question comes first. Fee, fi, fo, fum. What's the question coming out on the Rum? Here's
What's
the first
question coming out your bum.
It's not gonna be like that. This one's an easy one. I think I've already said this before. We'll do it again. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Yeah, I've done this one. Do a different one.
Boo. That was the easiest one. All right, here we go. Here's another one. What's the most? I don't know if it's done. What's the most useless superpower you could think of?
I've done this one. Next.
Why are you gay? No.
I've done that one.
Screw you. What's your favorite season and why? I don't think you've done this one before.
I think I've done that one as well, yeah.
No, I think it was a favorite day of the week, not season.
No, I'm sure I've done this one.
Oh, see, whatever. All right. For goodness sake, I gotta get through this every time. All right. Here we go. Here's another one. What's a random act? This one I know you haven't done. What's a random act of kindness from a stranger that you still remember? Random.
Oh, for me.
Yes, the random that a stranger has done to you, a random act of kindness.
That's a good question.
See, I ask him from time to time. What you got?
Searching memory banks.
Was a man a long time ago opening up a door? Oh. Like, what's a recent act of kindness someone has done for you?
I would actually say, and probably the only one I can think of, was when it was my birthday in February. It was a night for us to stream games, and Tomby didn't tell me beforehand, and it wasn't until we went live that he said any super chats and all of that kind of stuff would be donated directly to me. Which I didn't expect. I didn't ask. I was kind of taken aback. And I said afterwards, I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. I just wanted to play games with my friends. So I would say that.
Yeah.
And actually, also, Tomby, He sent me another webcam recently, even though I told him not to.
Yeah. What happened with it?
Well, I've still got it, but the irony is, I don't think my machine can handle it.
Well,
yeah, it's got like AI and 4K and all that sort of shit, and I'm here rocking a 1070.
Yeah, Ozbot. Yeah, I know the camera you're talking about.
It's like I've got a graphics card that is barely rendering solitaire.
You don't need a graphics card for that.
I know. That's the tragedy of the whole thing. I'm gonna have to upgrade my whole system just to get up to par with this free gift I've received from Tomby.
And that's when he realized his cart grew 3 sizes that day, and no one ever bothered him again.
So yeah, just I can only think of Tomby.
See, that's the true color of what Tomby does. When he's not playing games, getting lost somewhere. Yeah, Tomby is okay. Yeah, of course. That's why he's so well known across many places. But that's what
he's a legend.
Yeah, a legend in tech and in kindness. There's 2 things right there. So we gotta put both. I don't know if you've done this. What's your favorite day of the week?
Oh, I think I've done that one. You need to get more questions, bro.
You know what? You need to stop. You need to stop being here so much.
Anyway, here's my question: when am I next on, Dara, so that I can use up every single question in that?
You will get that email soon enough. What's your favorite holiday?
You'll need to get a whole new hat.
What's your favorite holiday? Don't you
different
try.
questions.
Yeah.
Entirely for me.
You get what's your favorite holiday? I don't think you've answered that one. Is it Boxing Day? Is Boxing Day your favorite holiday?
I'd say probably Christmas.
Christmas? Almost everyone says Christmas. Because you get the presents, don't you?
Oh, I don't care about the presents.
You just care about being present.
Yeah, I guess so.
See?
Touche, you fucking nailed it, bro.
That's what I do. I use your salesman stuff on you. That's right. I came to your
Dara, did you know I've been talking to other people in the neighborhood, like Tomby?
Yeah.
No. They all said you were gay, but I said, nah, bro. No.
No, you don't get to use
to Steve, he's got his bad dragon product. Tomby's over there with his kindness. I don't know how kind he's been to you, but let's
use that against me. I know your tricks.
Get in the house and show you my wares, all right?
Yeah, let's show me some wares. That's for certain. Goodness sake.
Yeah.
How would you like this bad dragon? This guy Steve selling them around. He doesn't want them anymore.
Yeah, they're only secondhand.
That's when you know it's time to go. Oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Dara needs some time alone with them toys.
Goats running around the room. Oh no. I think that's when you know the show's over with. It's when it gets to bad dragon.
See, that's how we know that Steve used them at least once.
Oh, call out in chat.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that is the end of the show. Of course, if you're a Rumble Premium user, because I am part of the creator program, you can be part of the wrap up afterwards. But if not, guess what? I will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with GG 2015. Or I can't remember the whole name. It's just GG 2015 on my calendar. So hope to see you all then. And of course, as always, I play out with
One Day With You by Pogo.
Oh
Thanks
my
for being
God.
here, folks.
Yeah, see, you know what? I try to bring him on, and once in a while, it's like here's the tape. Here's the tape on the ground where I say the words. You stay there. You stand on that part, and you say your line. And he's just like,
I was just wondering if you had a stroke for a second.
Is it my turn now? Yes, it's your turn now. The things I do to bring joy and light to people's life. All right. I sit here day in and day out. No, just joking. But anyway, like you said, one day with you. Bye, Pogo. Hope to see you all tomorrow. And if you're a Rumble Premium user, I will see you in a few minutes. Until then, everyone, arrivederci, ciao. No, ni hao is hello. Sayonara. Goodbye.
Goodbye, you bar stewards.
That's how you end the show. Good night, everyone.
Bye, folks.